and your personal afflictions. They only want to hear you and be happy. Anopa no tia or person tia no fine. When your saddest moment, they'll be there for you, and they've done it over the years for myself, our brother, Ghana, near there. So I love the people of Worcester. Like Jonah, I tried going to Nineveh, but I had to be brought back because this is the place to be. And now there, the Bamkachi will be. I say, I will not trade Worcester even for heaven. You
will not trade Worcester
for heaven.
You are going too far.
I will not. Hey, heaven way. Opo. Where is heaven?
What's the way is heaven?
Heaven way.
I was through.
That's really.
That's true.
Nabo some way.
What's
going too far. I told you, I personally, I will not trade. This is my heaven. Me heaven. Oh, now see what baby call. And when we be south, I can't was heaven way. After all your education, what's heaven way? Maybe suffer scientific boy.
But heaven way.
Yeah, when Jupiter and I'm mass.
You don't have to know everything.
You don't have to know where you are going.
You don't have to know
everything. You don't want to know where you are going.
You
don't have to know where you are going.
Say, what be some question? My Bible tells me say the nyame pese me name mahuno. Wadare diachre. They are can hear it's of the Lord.
So you are not worried. You don't want to know where
I will not be. I can only be worried if I don't believe in God that I'm serving.
No,
I can.
No, but you should know where you are going. Your topic sentence got me interested. I nearly jumped off my seat like a robot. Say, I don't want to worry. I don't want to know where heaven is. I don't want to know where I'm going. Hey, that is the biggest statement I've heard in me. What? It's like a yam. Who are inside? Who are not? A body when it do, body when your feelings. To make us say, who are the soul doesn't die. Who soul them would die.
And you know, make intimacy. Who are okay?
It's your mom 1844.
Oh, who be some question me, ya know.
Who are Messiah who are Nasa, and I want it. Want to Chiana.
Nasa.
Want to Chiano because who are Nasa want it. Want to ask you.
Yati.
And I want to be able to send them one.
Yes, sir. Yati. Ne manti answer.
Hey. So I said, 5 minute segment. Be a medical school or near maybe at the end of this world near the end.
Medical school.
Okay. So school in there.
You really need.
Okay. Majatum. Majatum. You need it more, but I also need it too. But a very good morning to our numerous cherished listeners and viewers. More fun sharing. Now, more Muntini honor. And I'm always happy to be on him. I mean, this one job I wouldn't trade for anything. But I mean, it's my engineering is the first love, but this is. But you see, sometimes you enjoy your hobbies more than your job. The job will only give you money. The hobbies will give you excitement, inspiration, and everything. And see, for the people of Worcester, we did for you. You hope you say we have very good weather. Now you try outdoor events. Now you share much more fun. Luckily, the weather is good. I know you go there, but we started getting some very good weathers now. And see, I look forward to the spring. I look forward to the winter for us to really, really enjoy ourselves. And like I'll say again, a very good morning to everyone listening to us or watching us from afar. Even in Ghana, I mean, the Ghana contingent, them if you know, Kalusha says, hey, are they calling from Ghana? And I'm saying, yeah. And sometimes they have to be on for 10 minutes, 15 minutes just to share their thoughts with us. And yeah, they've been there for a long time. See, and my joy last time, maybe saw a question, you know, most of the callers from Ghana will say, why did you ask our darling boy that question? I don't realize he said they don't just call, they listen to every word that we spew here. And that's what really makes me happy. And TNC about Ghana, at least you have a session together. I've been here makes me feel like anything else. It makes me feel like I'm going to heaven. Being here makes me feel like I'll go to heaven one day. It also makes me very happy. For everyone, have a blast. And for Arsenal fans, I mean, I wish you all this evening too. One thing is, I don't really talk about Europa, but I quite Arsenal there. I can them. Now Manchester AC Milan. I mean, in the past 2007, a semi-final. But around this time, I see an Europa League game, round of 16, near there. It tells you that wow, a lot is happening on the other side. I mean, football is not big business, and names alone don't really play the role. You need to work towards it in terms of business, proper management, getting the very good players in there. For Barcelona too, a lot of kudos to them. Papa. But I was happy for them yesterday. I saw some positives. Time moment, I'll bring it up to keep Messi or to let him go. I've done extensive research on it in the time.
Research.
Messi, should Messi stay or should Messi go?
And I'm still researching. What does your research say?
It's an interesting bit. you see, there's a school of thought that the era has ended. I mean, 2016, and the Barcelona should accept that they are not a small club. When you show them 3-0, 4-0, they even get 3-0. They go and they are beaten 4-1 there. And last time was 8-2. When so PSG gets to the new camp and gives them 4-1, they went away after Laporte. One Laporte Abano. And when you want it, there's that general school of thought that the Messi era no is gone, so they should be looking forward to the next one. But so the Messi that we looked at, you won't say it's a rejuvenated one. Maybe Omwenya new president, it's really giving him that added energy. But so it will be make a lot of good sense if they decide to keep him in there. But there's that one too that Messi did not really do it alone. As much as football players make a team, no, it's a teamwork. What's your Xavi, Iniesta? Messi did it around this time with relatively very good players. David Villa, Suarez, Neymar. So you can mention all these players around him. Omomani here great. Are they there now? The answer is a big no. Griezmann there has been 2 years of close to uselessness. Musa Dembele, the least said the better. But onya good players are there. But the point is that Messi is also taking 30% of the wage bill of Barcelona, Sporting Club Barcelona. Franchising now, Messi scored Gina. Messi taxes alone. There was a time in Spanish FNK say Messi scored Gina. On taxes from Messi no. And Yeezy over 50 million a year.
Into a point in the saying.
So I'll let me build it. So I'm coming.
Anytime a brief says summarize, I learn to summarize.
But Messi, I said the positives. That's why I said it's a research, a 1 hour research.
No, but 1 hour research cry or summary.
Okay, more the
Joe Biden.
I'll give you the abstract. You're interested in the executive summary, but so you're interested in the. I said the pros.
We can't satisfy everybody.
Your time now, the pros. I gave the pros in terms. So maybe to me, I think it might be harsh, but they should look at life beyond Messi. It's time to build another era. Their best player is the highest scorer in the league currently. Messi at his worst is still one of the biggest players the La Liga can ship. But they need to build a team. Just like Real Madrid, but they need to build another era. At 33, I don't think that he's a savior. They need money to buy relatively a good team and build another dynasty. But hey, those who feel that Messi can give them 2-3 years, they are there. But it's a time moment. I'll tell you that the money alone and getting players now, they have to pay a lot of money. Even Coutinho bought more than 10 matches. So much 20 million to Liverpool. To affect him,
those are add-on contract clauses.
Exactly. So the point but the point they owe. Barcelona don't have money now. They can go into administration if they are not careful.
With regards to Messi, as Lionel Messi Papa pull out of contract negotiations with PSG.
Yeah, it looks like he will stay. The seller Laporte don't know. I can say the Messi winning there, he will never run away from it. So he would love to build it.
Nana Bermo Sabre is watching us. We're Ghana. Akufo-Addo, we are facing him here. I say, you have his support.
Yes. Very good.
You have his support.
You are not listening. I was giving the gospel. The gospel according to heaven.
Mekasa also lecture based on feasibility studies.
Exactly.
Now, Nokra. What is Nokra?
Nokra, maybe it's a heaven way. He has my support.
There be Nokra fact. No, mame the fact about after death.
Nokra 3. Your truth, my truth, and the truth. Because but maybe it is not the truth.
Okay.
Into Nokra, there are 3 sides of the truth. Yeah, but Sabre I look forward to meeting them too. But no credit, won't say the truth is always like a better pill. I say COVID vaccine, you'll be an officer.
Back Nana do see Messi and Ronaldo should accept that it is the end of the era for them.
Exactly, I agree. From 2004-2005, first time both players are not in a semi-final. They could not skate a round of 16. So it tells you that. But hey, they still have some life left in them because you've not seen Ella and didn't map in your movie. But they should accept that, everything that has a start should have an end. And it doesn't look like, especially Barcelona. Real Madrid took a risk, and I think they faltered. They've not gotten really back, but they've won the league without him. But can Barcelona look up to winning a league without Messi? Is the biggest question. So for Sabre, a very big morning to you. I miss you. I miss my brother. Anytime I get to this studio, I miss him a lot. Especially sitting in this chair. When it's on the chair with mommy. Now, on why I'm class captain now. He was the class captain. I'm now the class substantive. I'm like your friend Monowi. Anymore. Monowi or America I say nipa back open or no any mayor no any way maybe be it feels good to be like a citizen of Monowi. But we look forward to having a hold down a show, the three of us. I mean, it will be beautiful, and all the antecedents and other integral members too. We look forward to meeting you. At least he's brought up his face. That's what I'm talking about him. To the rest of us, when they come, you will talk about them. A very good morning. Hey, I don't know pro minimum, sir.
Oh, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. What pro minimum? You have a reason,
Debbie.
Minimum when you shut down your throat issues.
Okay, my word of motivation, my team for say no man means you and me through to my drive. Maybe. Manu Chashada, no person of my means you. Unity Radio 103.9 Abusia for Mamu nyina chebio. Mo fa chen said Edika can send na late. Enye another ye tie late by another ye late ye no. Understandable and reasonable. Said ya mekan no ye nyina ma hoode no na omo ye adwuma kakra enti efitia no ahamache no be donko enti na ene ye internet ni na wo down na omo wie nso fire alarm no trigger tena say twema fire service for nso ebe fix it because nti sa ka ye kasa ni nyina obeti se alarm ne ye kwe so we needed to give you sound quality and better programming eno nti ene na ya elite no mumfa nchen na Frances puna mani wase men kan cho say when you wasam na wo kan yi Chelsea frame wase please leave our Chelsea for us men can Chelsea asem
yes say na money news bia you are not newsworthy today and dem
my encha Kofi Asabre me papa Dr. Joseph Adongo
okay
one Okwa sorry wo New Christian Baptist Church so far Santibia sorry ba
okay
very educated, very honorable, very noble person. Doctor ye chawo ne ohokani Anopa ye gidi sam ho ye Frank Ajiman also ohwen ya ma wa Anopa ya ye bo aka chiri nana dudu special good morning menim sa wo Ghana dia good afternoon na aye Frances also ye chawo Fredua I salute you gidi sam nyina mo ho ye Unity Radio na ye bedi nkomo da bia mekasa ye wo bibi ka wo bi na me wo bi ka na enwie na de mpanifo se treat ente ya yenya eche soa nti ye wo se ekoso adwene Ghana ho ene ensama ye behwe no ebi said medical no mo abobo so no koku ayido ho ehun sam ofia ha na ye behwe bi mo start ka no anger management ho asem se ase koku ayido ho ne butimi fu beyond reasonable doubt like baby abeka se nipa bia wabufu ono ne de netimi efutra ho na oni nana ma na nana ba na moa interview na oni nana ba na moa interview no eho no display sa ade no na owie ye no na wasa tworo krata ade abre nana ba na moa se opana chow for the outburst in fact sorry kura free interview ni so wie kura na osan bae ni nyina ne se nana ba na mo akobisa no about ne yire oba abonten last week discuss wa ha se kokon do hode kia truck ayi ne niama to agu abonten no na ye behwe sanso na MPP former minister Kwame Duncan enso se omampani Akufo-Addo enchi president Mahama na se yam prosecutor no he needs to be prosecuted criminally ono so the charge odi gbo no nyina ne se mampani Mahama asem kro de court no ntiase akini tum se wonim se wo ani nkunim a ade ntina mo mount podium e ka kire watie for se results a wo nsa ka kire se udi nkunim to the point se wama nipa agi wadia ama ebimu ahwere omo enkwa nti eno eye asemba ko a eno so ye behwe eti sem no de edoso na obia nso kire na adwen obia wode ono nso esusufa mowura Kennedy okopre kwa Japan nso akasa Anopa na asema o kan se sa vaccines na ye de abreye no vaccines a ye de ma free no ono de onfoaso ba kokora ni nyina ne se enye sa vaccines ne nyo that is not his argument is say Ghana ye over reliant on the Western world. You say India, say China, say Japan, say America, US, say UK, Germany. Yes, resre. Na better no mumfa gain to atwa ni yem pen to atwa. Nti ono de say he's not happy with sa free vaccine na we abre we and Japan for abeche bi and India for abeche bi and we are Ghana is a country on its own. Say America na Pfizer ne hwan Moderna wa ha no kura na yamfa ncha America. Na America toy there. Ghana should be able to buy our own vaccines and take care of our people. That is what a nation should stand for. As I say, you're ready say bobra. Na yanso ya hwe ho. Na yesa da bia yensa da yensa yem na de kwansen nam na de sresra de. Eno ene owura Canada Japan so asema ode aba betudwa. Nti ye behwe sanye sa Canada Japan asem no so ye fa no afa ene your thoughts ni na no ye beji ewo jumadie so. Nti na we have quite a package for you any your TFO nyina ye besere se wo join the show no a na ode e de aba so ho monso mo ne nipa na enye yenko a na ebetumi aye Ghana yi wadwe nkyere hia yie pa ye behwe na ye beko apam minim se wate se enro achi asempa nto Ghana for holiday nkwada bia omo ekosumi ye ema nsuo ekofa bi no mrante no mu mienu a survive na omo open up about how the whole thing happened. You better take time na ye di mo room na akwa akohwe na afutuo a ye de bema ana ye woma ye mabunu no a titiru ewo Ghana no so yetumi adi mu nkomo na yahwe na eno so adie no okọ NPP mu nso a Bawumia Alan faction any debate no kwa na ekosoro enam so ama former NPP executive bako ababonten say allow Bawumia Alan focus on governance. Wachere se sankrofo emienu na nado aban asesi a ode yi adwuma no omuwom na se ye Alan beko Bawumia beko Alan beko Bawumia beko a ebeden ena etimi aboa ama omumienu no omo focus ewo omo adwuma so. Nti eno so ensem bi a ene ababeto edwa ye behwe na yedimu enkomo mama no twa akwa ba bi manu akwa ba
yenia
apom ti sen
bokose we no
bokose den oka aha yenka sentence abra incomplete bokose den
ntafo
awo
yeah, very very easy, very simple.
Unipa o chame kwamete se menche o ma no
ya mejene so
chame kwamete tete
mejene so pa na meche ne samaba nti si ade obi a edi dem se we no agro pehwe no de akwa agro promotion ne de bed king size bed Kwesi center of the stadium na yenya spectators na ye grow so no. Those are some of my fantasies. They take out my fantasies. Many live audience na me performing at the center of the stadium on a bed. I don't know now, you know.
When you're the live audience.
No
perform there
with a king size bed in the center of a stadium.
No perform there.
Performing.
Perform there.
Yeah, having a very good performance on the bed.
There performance.
I say.
There performance.
Bema de unyam pa na perform there now ye. It's inherent. It's just asking me that why do birds fly? Why do men have sex? I can't give you an answer.
We sex
bed.
Sex bed.
Ubi sama. I'm saying sama. So these are my fantasies. I mean, can't I have fantasies? Are you not going to summer? Where was I wrong?
Okay, Abrante with the dinner chair was late night and conversa me because the time you know be dizzy. Anyway, I Unity Radio 1039 Anopa Bosuo soon away. Yeah, was so taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. My catch was a old driver now Worcester. Now 103.9 megahertz. Now call beyond the encatchment zone. I do to my and say Facebook the old driver. You may patch you two for session on Facebook and now YouTube because any safe. Name over to me Akko Play Store. Now what download you an app no Play Store. I'm go Play Store now search for Unity Radio Worcester. Now what download do app no Play Store. What download do app no Play Store. Baby on Ambiano. Ube to me etie Max Billion and about for wasi manucho. Wama stress laugh out loud. Good morning seniors. Yeah. Manu yamfa quick and then said the Odika Kano. We might not do any sports because of time constraints. Yeah. But your word of motivation, ne weather report ne di here. Unse enra ye near T4 chair by the kindest courtesy of Rich Will to school say grow through what you go through. Yes. Grow through what you go through. The one mubiano as a south try now for mu yeden. Enyini. So and at the other twaso because in all no I say encouraging you try to bring the strength in you that you don't know you possess. Sometimes strength in you hop out but when him say you
possess it.
And at the end as a word of motivation this morning, afternoon, wherever you might be, and he said, stay patient and trust your journey. Stay patient and trust your what? Journey. I thought that you have a vision. You get a vision. Now I strategize it. Now I know tactics to get to your goal. But along the line, to mean your hitch. Into your hitch now. Now I say, I think I'm on a wrong mission. Hindrances never bar, obstacles never bar. Obi oha so nko evil forest nko tie do wemra won say some people ye hwe movies see oko evil forest ni 10 people can go but only one person will return or survive ni nyina ni say the hindrances, the obstacles, the distractions no ebi mu fall into traps nti na de no kan say o ebi a ode ye adwuma sem ebi a ode school sem great nye wabam kura busa me kura ma menje America de me ye adwuma me okay. So ebi aware semti ama bema kura bancha peso pam no bema na ne nante na no na nyeye nti wabama buse enyeye bio oba no osisiu wona akofa ne ba kurum ha wa ye pansam de me no can say focus on your journey, believe in the journey you are championing, stay patient. So why face those obstacles no you will never get to your destination because there be a can has a gold before it becomes gold has to go through furnace. It just so massive furnace and son about a gold. Intinanra no chair say grow through what you go through. But if you can grow through what you go through there, then you will need to stay patient and trust your journey. Because if the moment you begin distrusting your journey,
you've lost
distractions in why
you lose hope. You lose hope. You lose your courage.
Tianone and the near tea fortune. So stay patient, trust your journey, trust your instinct, trust the obstacles are a part of the journey. If you don't see it as such, obstacle bakuba, hindrance bakuba, distraction bakuba, impediment bakuba, bones if you what done when you make baby amekono. Say nya ha necessary day. Make stay focused. And then stay patient and trust your journey. Good morning. Manucho, quick one.
Yes. I think I should have known this about 3 years ago, personally. And I like it. Stay focused and trust the process or trust the journey. Yeah. Because sometimes, just like you said, Bruniba can say you rush, you crash. I mean, what Russia there's over crashing. And so in the midst of the storm, that is when you have stories to tell. Story will chromati and mostly born out of in this world. Will be a problem in this life journey. Exactly. Life journey. So be on the problem saying what you go through. They can say life is a roller coaster. There'll be high moment, there'll be low moment. And what doesn't kill you will make you very, very strong. Patience is what you need. Sometimes what preparing
patience is a good virtue.
Exactly. The mistakes you do we won't say if I even been 2 seconds, I will drive you 2 seconds late or 2 seconds of thinking can save a lot. Don't rush it. I mean, you should be persistent and consistent. You can say be lazy fair. But at least re-strategize. Now what trouble? Don't take hasty decisions just because you want to get to the finish line. Because it's about getting it right. It's not about getting there and getting everything wrong. Stay focused, be patient, and trust the process. I think it's short and straightforward.
Precise.
Stay focused, be patient.
Distractions. And they
are meant to strengthen you. It's not the can say Africa. And we look like we have very good immune system, blah blah blah. It might scientifically not be true, but the point here is that you are go through a lot. So sometimes it strengthens us. It's a know that it's a reason for you to face tomorrow, but be focused and stay patient. Very patient.
My chat here for more Anopa, a big called the amount of Fredia. Our charming committee, my charming such a beam Max Billion, Michael Dumpty. That one now we can get some Michael Bufu Yipa. Michael, thanks for joining us once again. Samson Shamo Aban. I think he's your guy.
Oh yeah. He's a really good person.
Great. I'm enjoying my boss, Magandi Manucho.
Yes.
Manucho, my info with that report no ma Worcester for ora dan so da roma. Dan auto repair say no pa bia betenasia. Yama Worcester for who said the wiem AC Corsifa. And sana discussions bia o ha ye de ama. Said the umu si for mbo said do be see your mo fa na. And then the weather report brought to you by Dan Auto Repairs no. Already say and now you're beautiful than yesterday, Manucho.
Yeah.
And now you're beautiful. And now you're summer.
Yes.
And now you're spring.
Wow.
But then we're done. A summer.
Summer.
See, I'm noted them high. 54 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
And now your Bekwa could do 62.
Wow.
62.
We are getting there.
From 12 p.m. As I say 54 by 12 p.m. by 57. But boy, we have done America crudium Eastern Standard Time. Na busuan ye de adwuma. Nti ye kan na what you say my by 12:57 1 p.m. na ye rest 60
wow.
60 by 1 p.m. 2 p.m. 62 3 p.m. 62 4 p.m. 62 5 p.m. 60 until we are going to be in the 60s. Yeah, kopem sebebo 5.
Today is a great weather.
Beautiful day.
I think you can take your kids
out. School break and online. Try and get them out because mentally it's weighing them. For me take a walk, a bicycle, be crying. At least 30 minutes of time spent with your kids are valuable.
It's very necessary.
When a beautiful day. So I won't you in Kwana or bread. The best say try and Kwalani see from because a beautiful day. 62 maximum. Lowest temperature cry Nebinya any day I want to say 54.
Exactly. Now one sounds will be beer because of the weather. I want to me I think the bedtime. Maybe have some painting, be little painting, bring some goose out in there. And that dear. I think all indication that you can't get it sorted. I mean, when you have very good weather, then you make use of it. But for the kids especially, I agree with you that they jump around a lot, and that's what excites them. But 2, 3, 4, 1 hour. At least 1 hour.
Around 2:30.
Yeah, exactly. 3, 4, 1 hour. 1 hour be there. Go out with them. Let them enjoy the fresh weather. Maybe I didn't even need an overcoat. I could do this like us. So I agree with you. This is my best weather. I'm sure I'm summer now called 90s and 80s. You know, when it's around 60 see there. Oh my friend, enjoy it to the fullest.
Yeah, sabre we ni ana weather ni e na sabre we ni tonu nipa color.
Yes,
because ewia gidi
yeah,
and enya awon so aye ehoni ho.
Yeah,
but the crowd they very beautiful because and there a show no baby ti. Yeah. I want to kakra. So until Bema na come up. Until that is how the weather
pleasurable pain. Then say yeah, that kind of feeling. Man,
Vanko. In fact, Madumu Mike no. We do a chair. Na show ni enya.
You.
Madumu Mike no.
O Samuel.
Madumu Mike no. Me ma me Agnes bo for so chow.
Miss Genesis ba mo mi.
Abuja mo man fast sports news ba ku mienu bi mfam mam quick na ye nto aso. And then say the ID kan no. Power outage ne adwuma no mo ye wo yen area hanti and ye ntumi no mo start show ni ntam timo fan chen. We hope say ebi entai NCBO Jemfi Gona Rosina or say I'm watching you live from Ochilkrom. Greetings to you. My film nyina Ochilkrom for me krom for me nimu agro ma film keke se ka se yemfa keke nkasma meka so po national feature krom ni kokobra ne fumo so ane chempa akosu ti krom adakoja ache mi area ho fo na kwa mo azokore mampon hono njere
ewa kakra
akosu ne ne omo bobandu ni akokwa mo
you know I've been there just one mama hwe me ba opa be di one week one mama hwe
se
na me dia da kra na edin na me dia da kra na edin
oba me hona me no ni di
ni se ko hotel ko di but na me dia da de na edin pa o ma me bre for 1 week
do me dia da say ye didi de na ne akoda
na me didi ada o
yes o didi adina na dia na akoda
yeah hwe na me dia da de na edin pa but I enjoyed my time there
me chia wadam for no what tech
exactly me so me chia ba ko no we no police station one
Agyapa police station.
Agyapa police station.
Faustina Preku.
Miss Anopa.
Yeah, Faustina Preku.
Na ba ko.
Faustina
Preku. Check there no ye fini di on. On fan cheme.
Agyapa
take ni no. Edwase take ni no.
Wa down for best friend on Kennedy.
Oh. Na ni nya na e be free cranka. Ba na da sanke bobo me bo. Anka me
program me. Eti abuza da mo ase. Rosina Mabna me chiamo. Michael Damte Mike ya feel pa. Ya ma ente nka ma enfanto atiefo anim se Ghana Black Satellite ababedu Ghana se di enim no mako mampani ho eno mampani His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo akwakohia no achi na eno nenam so ama sisia no Ghana Football Association omo vice president he say Black Satellite mrantia no ball omko ball no under 20 no ade so ani ye pa na ono o arehemu se mrantia no ball omko ball no emu bi ebetumi ababisi akan ede ama eye Ghana Black Stars ne nsɛm a wɔde ato edwa eno no quickly take a krebi.
The third game nobody liked it. I didn't like the result from the time it was assembled to the final game, and we saw the pedigree of the team. We saw the character of the team. You know, I was talking to Randy all the time. I said, Randy, he calls me his technical director. I said, Randy, I don't know if you ever told them this, that offense, attack always win games, but it's defense that win championship. And you proved that you had the best defense in the tournament. We could not be so proud of you. The FA, the Executive Council, the President, the GS, the whole infrastructure there are so proud of you. And for the first time in a long time, we've been able to put together our team, even under the circumstances that we endured under COVID environment, where we've actually gone and conquered the whole of Africa. I think it's a phenomenal feat that we should all be proud of. We at the FA will continue to support you. We'll continue to support youth football. And I was speaking to the president and the technical director. And the good news is that from the performance that you've shown, some of you will make it to the senior national team.
Okay, we need some Ghana Football Association Vice President. There are two black satellites and him say more than one ranter na bono or regime said do na betumi akwa kupim esia kan so ede ama the Black Stars of Ghana na and also edia and then atumi ababeto edwa enso so ewo ho eno no high Unity Radio 1039 said them di kan na yen sheda eni issues bebre on sporting from the bebre but ye brain inti GFA boss Oketo Kraku ese obe contest CAF exco seat on March 12 obekaya CAF ebe kwa koto aba executive committee members now osi o follow ni predecessor ura kwesi nyantachi anamo munte ne ono so kono akwa kopribi na ebe koso e March 12 eno any reference Kate Okraku enzama ode abetu jono na ye Ghana Football Association omo na anu ni anase boss and also ene de ene odi atudwa because of time constraints quickly ma yenhwe matches nso atumi course so ewo Europe said him kan na UEFA Champions League matches ni bi course so Liverpool edi bibia to omo nchen se ball no se omo ammo no Anfield de a oba points no omo mfa nche sa na mum so omo bo na Anfield de a points for sale na jese no so ede eno no nti enra ekokoba ni se Manchester City so ni Southampton about Premier League outstanding game Emma Manchester City Southampton 5-2 na ya dia no mani abriye pa Liverpool sucha Leipzig 2-0 in the UEFA Champions League na PSG ni Barcelona ball 1-1 nti ama PSG qualify 5-2 on aggregate mo ko mani oko Germany so Arminia Bielefeld former Isaac Boachi team omo any Bremen ebo pre Bundesliga game enra Bremen meka mienu ema ba kokra no omo entumi anti sanso na said the medical dia to enim no Spain Athletic Bilbao any Atletico Madrid enso e de boani nra ekowie no na Atletico Madrid ashe Atletico Bilbao e kamienu amomatumi ate kanum ba ko France enso wo Ligue 1 mu no Olympique Marseille obodia na Andre de ayu ni papa abedi ayu the maestro no hurihuri isanse ni team oboji din pa no omo etwa Reni e ka ba ko a Reni for enso entumi anti so those were the games enra etumi ekoso and that nyame ya aduma teams na omo asan wo Europe na omo mo Champions League say Arsenal and Manchester United mo sa no and Tottenham mo sa no and they will be in action ebo awie 12:55 Manchester United and AC Milan for the first time in about 10 years or so saying omo ba bishia enye fedi agro kra Europa League Samson Olympiacos ebehwe se bono miensa wa America Crodium ha omo betumi di Arsenal tiko aka form a ewo eye Olympiacos home Tottenham Hotspur enso tenafie omni Dynamo Zagreb na ebo other games ebekos no Ajax any Young Boys ebebo and also 12:55 America Eastern Standard Time Dynamo Kiev ni Villarreal so 12:55 and Slavia Prague and Rangers and so the same time about 3 kai national so senya Tottenham nko any Arsenal nebebo team my friend say Granada Omni Molde and we 3 o'clock na Roma and so ni Shakhtar Donetsk and so and nebebo and also so 3 o'clock these are games and ekoso NBA All-Star no so abawie ema enra ade league no resume enra omobo games mako mienu ewo NBA no mu na enenso games ni bi bekoso na wo Boston na radio no wo Worcester ne de yenim se o support Boston Celtics for the most part yenim se nye obi ade badodo na yenim se ade ambo Boston Celtics enra Washington Wizards any team a friend said Maverick Grizzlies ena a boy omuwie no na Mavericks edi nkunim 127 to 112 sanso ena adia Grizzlies edi nkunim 127 112 ena Spurs enso any Mavericks there no 115 104 tienra Mavericks nso edi nkunim ene there's a big game coming up so you be our basketball fan there you can't miss it ni nyina ni se oba Eastern ha team asese obi ase Eastern Conference no omo beji ene Brooklyn Nets, the trial of Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden, and then Omni Boston Celtics. 7:30 game will be aired on TNT. Into a big game pa Celtics, and so enya revival kakra and San Diego international break. No munya 4 winning game streak. In the area, net for be breaky Celtics ne, and Celtics bet you remember the first game no Celtics lose to Brooklyn Nets. Into a crunch game because Celtics lose standings no almost to me huri akofom pa. Into no any game no shenya no kwa na bekoso. Pistons any Hornets 7 o'clock. Samsung Hawks, Atlanta Hawks any Toronto Raptors 7:30. Timberwolves and so any Pelicans be on 8 o'clock. Oko Philia and Tima air fly in the Eastern Conference. Philadelphia Sixers. Wamuso any Bulls and Abebono 8 o'clock. Na 8 o'clock na no Magic and Sony Heat. Miami Heat, remember I said they were last year finalists. Wamuso be on the Knicks any Antetokounmpo team Bucks and so the be any 8 o'clock. And Mavericks and Ramu back to back. Omni tender bebo and the Golden State Warriors Steph Curry and so any Golden Clipper LA Clippers Empire Ebijua Golden State versus LA Clippers and also because when 10 p.m. I know your second game TNT for be other games because only be Suns Phoenix Suns Omni Trail Blazers Damian Lillard team no so the bebo na James James Harden team a wajom home Rocket almost so any Kings and bebo nti NBA mu no so after the All-Star game no and games do na because there were only 2 games and just as many as you can watch but maybe a Celtic fan there my interest is in the Celtic Brooklyn Nets game. You have a good just one
good team. They've been one man. Naturally, they like.
Minkasa, me say Minkasa will be.
And I say, yeah, understand. Person me change jungle voice. Obi a very good team. Obi one man penny. One man. It's not good, which is good for everyone. Some people like bad. You understand? She say Nets in the Celtics, but when I say me support the Celtics. It's as good as telling me that you don't know which one to support very well. But at least I'm praying for you.
Now who saw us now?
Yeah. Let's say we are talking about basketball. My goodness. Yeah, a lot to say, but like because there's no time. But I'm happy for the sunlight. Now, President Israel, they were more than 10K each. $10,000 each. 33 man squad. We at 330. Yeah. Now we know I'm a vice president and we're friend Apaakdo. I mean, he made a lot of good statements. Yeah, good statements in there. Yeah, one person say, I'm being a chance to join the national team proper. I'm hoping that they will not rush them. With the side NDC 99, we shouldn't do the same thing. This time around, they are relatively younger kids and they are who are applying their trade. And I'm particularly happy. And he says something very profound too. Say defenders win you championships, strikers win you games, and that is what they went there to exhibit. Yeah, the low point is that they don't have the chance to go and exhibit their skill at the world level because of COVID. No, Bosuo under 20 tournament, but it doesn't take anything away from them. Kudos to them. Another point in time, Liverpool. I think they've done well. This is the same Leipzig team. They were in a team with Manchester United and PSG. They were able to push United to go and play in the Europa League. Now Liverpool doing a drubbing over them. I mean 2-0. Although the second leg, one felt that they've been on a 6-game winning streak. It would have taken. It have made it more interesting. But they're going to play it in Puskas Arena. No, it didn't take anything away from them. And therefore Liverpool, they say the regular scorers had to really be on the card. Although Salah made some moments, he still managed to come back. And Thiago Jota, Mane, Salah combination, I think is the new age. Defensively, Fabinho, man of the match. He played as in his favorite number 6 position, and he really controlled the middle. Although Nagelsmann, Wenyane, Thomas Manning, Angelino to really help the team, it doesn't take anything away from Liverpool. Mane also equally getting a goal in there. It tells you that Liverpool, they are in the form of their life, and I'm happy for Alisson Becker. I think these are moments when you're clean sheet. It's good. This is Europe. You expect some of these performances to really go on. So kudos to Liverpool for having that 2-0, making it a 4-0 aggregate scoreline. And for Barcelona, a lot has been said about them. I think they had a very beautiful game. They proved themselves that with the right, and I was particularly happy with Messi. Messi total contribution for the first time. Obeche boss near the ultimate say a renewed.
Paul said penalty. He cost them the game. If he had scored that penalty,
it would have really thrown the game out. And I think that Lenglet penalty in so course here, it was really a silly one. Where the player was keep an arch ball near you, then you go in to tap the player from behind. He was not looking. I mean, make sure that didn't be but at that top level, playing for a great club like Barcelona, who want to do a revival. Cause a miracle, you stay focused for 90 minutes, but he couldn't. But Barcelona proved themselves that Obiadjun said 4-1 there and Komeji another drubbing at the Park the Princes, but at least they did well. It's 1-1 scoreline. They could have Messi for a long time he's been doing well with penalties. Well, Messi just 4 penalties in Champions League. The last time was 2015 against Joe Hart. It tells you sir
2012 too, he missed that against Chelsea.
Yeah, the last Camp Nou. Exactly, against Peter Cech. And that one and then
no share Chelsea that.
That's the reason why I mean Chelsea achieved 1 Champions League, so I'm Messi. Why?
Not on share. Lampard they will break your records, pal.
Oh yeah,
because now Messi in fact born to Chelsea net.
Yeah, especially
Lampard
now Peter Cech till he got to Arsenal. Now Messi shining that in about 4 or 5 games. So at least he was holding it.
Okay, be quickly. Liverpool, do you think they can bring, because coach in the post-match comment say Omobe bringing that victory back into the Premier League, also they are not reignite the boys now? Do you think that is possible? Because they won against Leipzig, even away game, and then they still came home and had miserable results.
Exactly.
So you think this time is going to do the trick for them?
I'm hoping that he can keep. This time not born a young defender together with Ozan Kabak. Normal Fabinho bought 6. I think Fabinho.
But against which team beat them in the Premier League recently? Fulham.
Yeah,
he didn't play Kabak.
Yes, and not about Fabinho. No, I'm just for now. He should have that confidence to let Fabinho play the 6. Onya with Thiago Alcantara, so that they can have that partnership, push the ball forward. He's very smart.
Okay.
Now Chuma Komani, Diago Jota together with the defense is the problem. So he built his team around some 11-12 players. Into Onya Virgil van Dijk, Onya Matip near the end. It is really affecting the psyche of the team.
And having said that, do you think rotating your players is a good idea? Ebi mo shall say a ball Tuchel Abaso, and ebi mo ball Pep Guardiola. Say if you are building a team, I mean, as much as say you might have your pillar, no, as I said, gradually, my players be chance, kakra to also keep them up there and keep their confidence, because players there will be able to me at a time. But as a Liverpool, it got to a point now. Our predictable 11. I just will be a Uber ball and him say Alexander Trent-Arnold, Robertson, Van Dijk,
Mane,
Gomez, Wijnaldum with Henderson, and then
Robertson.
In terms it was Robertson. The number can be.
Oh, can be okay. Sorry,
Henderson.
I made the strategy. Henderson. Alisson Becker.
Yeah, now I be do a new front train. Mane,
Firmino,
Salah. Exactly. It was so predictable. Now Obiabem. Maybe our this time Lalana more no the Lana now Divo Corrigia now actually they are not on time changes.
I mean, it was a top 5.
So people feel say
that might be his Waterloo.
Said they be a chemistry Kakrasubel with their reserve players, but he was so focused because of success of not changing the team, like they keep saying. We don't change a winning team.
You see, this is a major topic.
But sometimes
there are 2 sides.
You don't change, but you alter.
You tweak it a little, but you don't tinker. Tinkering is the analysis. But you see, there are 2 sides of this story. What successful teams over the years, at least the past decade now, they had the core of their team. The spine was always there. What called Chelsea, Manchester United, Barcelona, Bayern Munich. They had some 10 or 8 players. We are constantly normal. Pratt no Babaka, he comes to wear his position. They don't really have problem with it. A man when you some 4 depth of squad, some 4-5 players, even in basketball actually. That is what happens. They have the core of their team. They have their 6th man, their 7th man. When you say they number, unless these players are not fit and some
okay into say
better game no but you see sometimes
no your time no yeah
but the second
you be the same person be phone calls out be
no, but I say now
says your discipline
then na make Tuchel we see that they have the Tuchel approach to about team no but I said let's keep hold on everything. Everybody deserves a chance. It keeps altering the squad at least till the end of season or na benya the core of the first 11 or a team no even the defensively no am we abobi Thiago Silva play or Bobby Rudiger na Kezuma oba medal no so even Tammy Brown Munyanti he's doing also the other approach that let me give every player a fair chance. At least at the end of the day maybe next season you have the core of his team. I think both ways in the tops. I like the Tuchel approach now. You don't know who is going to play in terms of way, but those systems don't really stand the test of time. I don't know
how. Prove ne say. Example.
Prove ne say. Ebe do baby no. I'm just saying the great teams over the time no. Because football are friendly telepathy, cohesion, understanding.
But you still do that at training grounds.
No.
You do that at training grounds.
Say Trent on your ball, that's all. He doesn't need to watch to give a pass to Anderson.
That's what I'm saying, sir. To say
training grounds wouldn't give
Williams,
you that.
No. But he was doing well.
No, training grounds where this Liverpool team
until who feels club approach near better.
Me feel say club approach it's a bit of the two. I say woman was
yeah.
Well, no, you remove a bad part and infuse because telepathy near the training grounds opo. This Liverpool team about 200 games together. From 2016, the core has been there and they've been playing. Teams like Manchester United, Arsenal, they keep changing the team. They are lacking behind. And I affect you, my barely near the United stronger than Arsenal because the parts are.
Sanka teams with Arsenal, Manchester, okay, can also enjoy success because Fegi. You'll be announced or tight tinker team.
Not too much. The core is there.
Think they're saying there.
Oh, yet we can't think man. It was Claudio Ranieri. Ferguson had the core of his team there. When he say win a ball, win a ball.
Sometimes you see the problem I have with some of the coaches in the say when himself being injury, suspensions near the beba. And sometimes you need to give your other players on the bench confidence.
It's some of the games. So we say, no, I can. She say Firmino is not doing well. What did Diego Jota Beshema? It's a perfect part. Maybe if not better than the old one. To me, I believe in that approach. It's a Bayern Munich team winner or the Joshua Kimmich bar. When you say Charlie, this is an extraordinary good player who can do that job too. Get the core of your team, but make sure that a party be a weaker. You change it quickly and give others to the opportunity. Maybe they say, I believe in the core of the team approach. Then some parts will be changed as and when. But say nobody knows your first 11 near idea approaching it there. It's for your first season, nobody knows you.
No, but say two kills say or bear line up. Player bit to say Aspliquita Mendy Christiansen
Mendy. Okay, go.
Keeper.
But at times he can put
by why one pair. Or see Mendy and number one.
No, but the point is only standing 11. He keeps changing his squad. One or two players. You think? Okay. Then the ball Chelsea lineup, mommy.
Omo Ebopa Obayano. Aspliquita has played every single game. Aspi. I'm say one game pen or rest and only official match and here less. Aspi ball. Okay, Manfred Mendy. And then Aspi, and then Rudiger, and then not Thiago. Thiago was playing until Thiago got injured, and then Christensen came in. What I say? Now come midfield.
Oh no, but Bre.
Yeah, some about three. About defense, about back three.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
About back three. Now call and in because the middle five not tends to be back five when we are defending.
Back.
Into Obo Hats no door. No about a friend is saying Kovacic. Kovacic plays. Jorginho plays. And then Alonso plays. Oba is here we were about 2 games. Our starting.
Kante.
No, not Kante. Kante so and started because he was injured, but left back your friend say Chile. There's
no time. I don't see Tuchel is giving equal opportunity to everyone in his team.
No, not equal.
What would you say?
Some players have played more minutes.
But the point is,
how do you define equal?
Maybe I'll take the call.
Tuchel,
I don't think Tuchel has the team maybe. He's still giving the opportunity to everyone.
Let's
go on. I think Tuchel approaching here. He's giving them opportunities to prove yourself.
That is exactly the question I asked you.
Now say Tessa.
No. Even Enra, Utia. all PSG. Now that is what he does. He doesn't solely select 11 players. Say or alternate team, or you see the Pep approach. Look at Pep Guardiola. Bernardo Silva plays couple of matches, and then Mahrez comes in. Sterling sits on the bench sometimes. Tana bench is
officials say Anopa for the rest of the even next season.
Yes, you have the core of the team. You can have anytime make us say players BT say Mendy, Aspilicueta, okay, Rudiger, and Thiago Silva. Marcos Alonso, and then Hudson-Odoi, Kovacic. But Uko anymore, even Werner bought more games. Olivier Giroud just one start, Champions League. And then 2 starts. In the first match, no castle up to for experience and a Champions League. So there are some games that no other players are been. But about 7 players are almost starting Messi Mount, almost 30 games. 7 players are almost 30 games, and then he alter other positions. And I will feel say, maybe I am finally say Rudiger here rested. Then he brings Christensen.
Exactly
but our players no call. Yes, sir, or the entire team.
That's what I said. But still, he gives opportunity. I think in the approach, but Klopp no, I don't think Klopp has the core of his team.
Diego Jota before he got injured.
I believe that. I don't want to, but let me say it. I believe that Tuchel for this season is making sure the players. Next season some might go, but I like his approach now.
Some might go, other players will come. I know they say.
Of course, but I think what I love about him now is that everybody in a chance to play. Who prove one, you'll be part of the team. When prove one, you go out. That's the Tuchel approach. But what me say, this how we play.
No, maybe besides say, and no more analysis. No more compare the two. Any Pep. Say
even Pep, I think he has the core of his team. He doesn't tinker too much. It's why a tinker man. You can't tinker man. We'll find one position. People won't say, all the way me when this player had his fitness back. Kevin De Bruyne now destabilize the team, but for some time it was the Gundogan and Co who play constantly playing and giving the team. That is what we say. Oh, you guys 7 players. Because by Gabriel Jesus, look at how many games he was sitting on the bench and Pep a ball without recognized striker. Sometimes you see Sterling on the bench for about 3 games. Until yet they have the players, but they also tinker. Or Boss Sterling on the bench. Sometimes you see Riyad Mahrez on the bench. Then Silva will be playing. Until they think up, they will have about 7 players who they believe they make up the team. The other positions in there, because you have to have trust in your players. And only one problem I know, Mokasa, when you play one team, it makes the other players on the bench feel less confident. Say, it's a belief. I believe the other side also works. You always know that you are a second choice in there. So when you're a good no-board game now, you are a second choice. I said German national team. Ter Stegen can have path, but Noah is number 1. They don't really take their team.
They see and time change.
Even their position. German national team only.
National team near clubs.
No, but
national team.
We are talking about
limited in terms of
what? No, it's not true. It's not true. Some team go onuma. It's not true. Team go onuma. We are the ababe tuni
pobono. Roy Keane. Roy Keane was having an argument with Sky Sports reporter be from Tottenham Hotspur's training grounds, and argue say Tottenham were top-notch players. They are honestly, who told you say be born national team or a top player? Because a country are only players. The team championship cry.
So you think German national team is limited by players?
No. Make us say international level.
Yeah, Matthew was
club level.
A club you can't choose anybody. Country you are limited by those who play there. But some countries believe that it's a season thing. We are the
focus near Casa about Tuchel, Pep.
No, but I was telling you about keeping core of your team. Let me just say the German system doesn't work.
Because
then I can't do any analysis.
No, maybe so. Say sometimes they extending.
I was giving you that Ter Stegen and Manuel Neuer. Now, Sieka goalkeeper. Say, what should Ter Stegen do now to take Manuel Neuer out of the post? Maybe for 9 years, but I think for the past 2-3 seasons he's proving. But most of them and it works for them. Yes.
So be kind of crack. Goalkeeping position, a positioner. Ball munina, honey position against Sano. Cra.
Easily, but yes.
So
if you push it, then it goes to the protocol situation. When they had their first choice goalkeeper, wedding.
For all the latest news, sports, politics, entertainment, health, traffic, weather, and more, listen to Unity Morning with Oppo National. The only morning show you need. Now.
Unity Radio 103.9 with avoid the good news Manucho young starting and getting into politics. Any other social issues are about Ghana. na many ajime offer se ba ko Ghana friend Kojo Kanta wa text me or share on Facebook or say it is here no wanya team or Dream FC nza meka jo say ye moja no ball na nam ye moja
dem bobo me escape for ni bobo park so mpo no baby o bone de menim pa sama maba ho maba kromo
o say amu breaky nti ombeko camp Tuesday.
But that's good. Dreams FC. You see,
Dreams FC. Yeah.
I like it's an academy. They teach you the rudiments of football coupled with your eating patterns. Now, you see, Ghana and the biggest problem. People like Samir JCC or the toilet are no public toilets. Can you imagine? Samir J. He started with Casillas.
But what is House of Oak doing?
No more there. Let's say our blasters are jeans.
Why can't House even make him the Samir J to
I mean, public toilet.
Is it not too defaming? Is it?
No. He's built a toilet and managing the toilet and taking money. Oh, it's all over. He's taking money from toilet. I mean, I don't
know how concern is that.
No, just coins for toilet. No, you see. So the truth is that when you have a chance to go to an academy, no, what you eat because when you born about crying, you enough. Yet he said footballers are getting too scientific. We are footballers. They are born mamindi. Some people even believe that I should be vegan. To me a vegetarian and to help you because animal fat in the cells
on another day we'll talk about those things.
So I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. So when you chance one of the most recognized for me. Wafa. When you chance to wafa, when you chance to do say wafa and you wafa biara. When you wafa near there, I mean it tells you. So kudos to him. You should stay focused. About Dreams FC, there are the chances. He has about 50-60% chances of making it. One Kwabruchi, a very good team in Ghana. So kudos to him. I mean, he shouldn't. I'll be monitoring his progress from afar like a bird.
Yeah,
looking into the space. Into so I tell him he should make you and Ochikum proud.
Okay, Kojo, on Zenrana me kachuana.
Yeah.
Many Kofi Jeni amankwa na edi nkomo. Yeah. Na me ka say born away mujem. Na me there mind me am baller Nkwechi was my dad.
Oh, okay.
Chama ka choda.
No
really. Baller. Boy,
didn't like it.
Sure.
So first normal fans of football the
footballers. Yeah, he
I think the Pele changed the whole cause man in Banya ball in there. Because Bakacho said to make £50,000 or dollars every week, not even a pilot, not even the best surgeon in this world, no between $50,000 every week. It's one of the easiest ways is to do sports if you have it, and I think it's paying for them. You see, I'm not sure any parents will. So they are still some anyway. They don't really still cherish the Babebo ball.
No, they say yes. They say I think the education has gone up, and the luxury of your son playing soccer, the flashy life, and the flashy life that comes with it. Is it be a percent about Christ?
90%. Believe you me, there are still some who don't, especially more
possible. Okay, Yantuaso, Unity Radio 103.9 Abuja. They are good on 79. Manucho, Yadiba 2 for him. Namsa has been running in the news for some time. Oko Ukrum, region, Apam.
Central region.
Until close. So Western.
Yeah, close. Yeah, we share border, but quite a distance from Takra. About minimum 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Now, I am very, very, very sad. I'm the issue in the buy and what really happened. And you probably breathe Shiri or Monkwa. Now, the attorney say, Emrantiano, yes, in Nipano Munu, blow by blow account of how these two brave men rescued 5 teenagers from the sea. As a rescue team being here, I say a momo. Now me kwame who's can na me buofu say 1,000 cities. Ghana 1,000 cities.
Yeah.
Nipa save almost rescue almost life.
To
save phone abrabo. Because ensuo no tie ohene na wo krom ho no. Omo say ho sa area na ye ba bi a
yeah, almost say tough.
Yeah,
so people were pursuing for them before. Near na kwato wo you see no.
Almost say hoye
almost some po my question almost some.
So that means the hoye area, those who risked their life to save the boys could have also
lost their lives.
Maybe a national recognition be later because 1,000 Ghana we there.
But 1,000 we say baby a see no 1,000 Ghana is a lot of money. Obiti cry fine in principle obiti cry so woman 2 cities cry solving a problem. Tani been film cry say back crab hustle fancy bronya no come back to the village with 100 cities and 200 cities for or your gapa because almost said that those are the way. But from where we sit it should be more honorable. Say set them up very well for taking one putting their lives on the line. But I believe that money crown never solve 99% of their problems for them.
Yenti account in the
and essentially swim. Now, according to reports, they have been reported missing, but 12 of them have been retrieved from the sea because they drowned. We have with us one of the lifeguards, for want of a better word. He was here when the incident happened, and then he helped rescue some of the teenagers who were drowning. We'll be going to him shortly for him to narrate exactly what happened on the day. Call. Pacho Brana didn't come on. Inti na rekade ahana net na. Inti what did you see from me now? Oh, and then I had it now. You come and swim and do the offending special offending
Sunday special.
Sunday special. So it's quite far from the township. And then one bahadi.
What's in there? I don't think I'm can you go the other side one. But I there Ubumuti I offer Bumwa. Now you know I pass for secondary school. One and one ba wabam. Tidamano as a one what one I so you have to on ye fine and le egwanu ye de on ye de so le yan ye de ye cruise to be clear one fear na one de one blow nto le yen bo ye de ye join one wale am nto me yan bom kun nto oba na meti if you woman nto every Sunday bi ayeba ama na ye de egwalo wo yanko eja woro korokora ama na ye de e be egwalo wo
hefa na ehu de na microphone wo
na yata nti boys no wo jago na yaso yato nti me yato nti ade me de nsu me de me hwo nti yi me ba fi word na me hwe una na go wo zinu no nti me yi me fi word na mesa metene na mu la e be wo gwa no okọ fa echukra okọ echukra nti no be wo gwa no yere like me check to le eko shwo na were oba anu be da. Let's
go.
Okay, Manujo, MC account is there. He a best 16-minute interview wakakra. Now ochira kwan boys in the far so costing how he tried his best to save them. At least we know say at least 5 people have been saved alive. You share this particular story, and we are trying to get Ian Kasensuya reporter.
Yes, on the ground.
Now, the very latest. But at least we learn that in Nipanumu be Enyankwa. About 5 of them.
Yes. And the more you listen to this story, the more it gets sad. Now we share wages now ranging between 13 to 16-year-old kids are Sunday special. I'm imagine some kobo and puano batakradni adinyomoye. Then they went to play there, and I've listened to some of the accounts. Maybe it was all part. I don't know whether it's a joke. They saw something and they wanted to go and play with it, and before they realized the thing was pulling them like sinking sand. Now, so I'm not sure they don't know how to swim. I'm sure someone is swimming.
Coastal area.
Exactly.
Yeah. And tell us and take us through this. Sani mo when a taisi. Yese mo amunim jare pa.
Yes.
Ya mo tai huru yese ya santifodi.
Yes.
Inim jare nti suru nsu. Dexia owo echira hai. Wasache obi the whole Worcester.
Wow.
Asanti onu de so odi no ko gina Worcester Lake anokro beti ahwe. Dexia.
Yeah, and then
so Dexia.
Yeah, no Dexia very well. Yeah.
Suru nsu che obi ya wasa papa. One day me pool crowd ni gina ho na nisu be brain.
Yeah, be brain. There are people like that. I mean, upon my height, upon my sound. Especially these two, the most people, but in Sona at the end, they'll be an phobia. Now, we'll share your side now. Most often, Sunday morning and our weekends, and for compo and kobobo. Most of them say low tide and soon crack you kitchen. So, we say there's a vast land to be on, and it's a soft, very soft pattern in a way, very flat too. Into most of the boys, and it's a form of exercises. That's where they go to train to play most of their games. Because even the reality is that parks near the end, they are selling them for developmental purposes, which for me it's very sad, but that's what is happening. In Chomukobona, there are some people they know how to almost but the truth is that especially when it's the sea there, it's there's quicksand and a tideness so bad. Eyewitness account now. We because a bomb. There was a huge wave which came to sweep them off, and once it did so, it started pulling them into the sea. Then virtually most of them now everyone say if you look at their ages, between 13 to 16, even many at 13 years, 14 years, now, how they were able to gather themselves massively. And there's one girl, I'm told there's one girl, no more we see there. We are getting numbers like ABC 15, ABC 20. I've heard about 12 too. It was about saying now, nobody is so sure because we don't even count them before they go there.
Yeah.
But what really happens here, and say, at your level of the hastiness, potential hazards are young garden. Sometimes it's too baffling. Say at this their ages, they could get to the seaside. Nothing is there to tell them that even swimming is bad. There are no barricades. No more. You see, your life is touch a lot in Ghana. My bar say I've had opportunity to go to some of these lakesides here. There's a lifeguard. Every swimming pool lifeguards one them, making sure that in Bakraba he's not drunk. He's not slurring, he's not this. They are trained to see all those things. Obino Kasa, look into the eyes. You don't say, watch your eyes there. So at least there are safety protocols that are observed. But in situation there, we don't do those things. And parents leaving their kids at that teenagers to go to some of these places. Initially, I say, but the truth is, most of them are from those areas. I quite say area people who decided to get to on a Sunday special to have their own set of fun. And I wish I had first time, so they've been doing it. But that day, some of these things. When I listen, it's a running story. I listened to the chief near the Nomoka said, this is an area that these are the things that we do there. It's a spiritual area for us. That will be warned so soon to me for that is where we bury the persons now there. Then you should know that technically the leadership there also did not help. Because these are areas as much as I'm not over spiritual, once you have those sets of beliefs, you don't allow people to really go there to play. But
account now, they were not allowed. Boys nankasa ne kwena. Yes, some who's a man for bar. No more journey. Yes. People no more samba. And such a thing they're not obeying.
They're not obeying. Find a way to still make their a guarded place. Because at the end of the day, you are not allowing them, but they go. It's as good as CBA say send the CAC, nobody cares. In principle, I agree with you. Say they see one of them say no swimming area. This place is out of bounds near there. But still, no say kids are kids, teenagers are teenagers. Systems, advanced systems, they find ways to still make those places not easy access to everyone. So as much as possible, the leadership of the town, because able-bodied young men, last time the culture said, Obama 7 years, it took 7 years to have that. You fast track in your life, a shortcut in Yama. But to raise a 20-year-old child, you need 20 years. Whatever has a life, you can't easily shorten it. Although maybe science is doing it, but 20 years, we 16 years, 14 years, 10 years, that's what we could under these bizarre circumstances. You might not be able to really get it again. So as far as I'm concerned, the good thing is that some of these young charges we should use them as elaborate. No, you be some more detailed, some of the things that happen, so that we got other areas. We're not because of the numbers. I've heard about situations like waterfalls near the Buti, those areas, not to say Buti, but some of these Kintamponi at the waterfalls they want to meet the untimely death. Because lake so in so boats are capsized, Mamu lose some lives in there. I think it's becoming one too many. Ghana see we do the talk shop, acha 1 month, then we go to the next stage. We need to make some of these things a watershed for our lives. To have young charges of this nature to lose their lives in such circumstances, very avoidable. We better say as avoidable graduates. We can avoid some of these situations. The more I read, the more I get sad. And the truth is that they are retrieving more bodies. Some might not even be found. Some might not even be found because you don't even know the number of people. I think parents and cry, the bamba. So for me, it's a painful one. And like we say, so let's make sure that
the reason I want you to get more in depth with this story is somewhere multi-coastal area. Sometimes they are not gym. Is it true? So when you swimming, how we we can escape, we can.
No, you see, it's human nature. Life they'll be and they always want to feel it's a competition. Maybe you bought chess, a crowd run, but for Jomunde, someone chess ball. Even has seen even Jomun, someone swimming past. Some people have lost their lives here because they took up as some acts which they shouldn't have been. Maybe the good thing is that they were more. I've seen kids Akwala when you're 2 years, other 5 feet area. Maybe I'm a crowd, I'm 3 feet crab. I don't take some of those chances. People talk about coastal areas, all right, but the truth is that not everybody who is so close to the sea. I've had opportunities to be there. Ninya, so parents in one call and Ben so distance want to mean chance. As much as they took my car from here, less than 8 minutes, I should be by the seaside. I should be able to touch the sand or seawater. I've really been good at this swimming there. Those times 26 December na yeko mpano kwhwe nsuo no yeko 1991. So I agree in principle, but we new Takradi there those areas now they are so close to the water and they are less than 200 yards from the water. And there's always that competition. Or may say I will not run away from it. But I say it's just beyond swimming. Life there be beyond and Kofobi fees so many driving, even crowded, many car catching or normally racing near there. So much in that. But unfortunately, what I agree with you is that when it comes to the sea near there now, it's nobody's friend. Yeah. It's a very good servant, a very good man, a very bad master. When they decide so they pull you. The pool never bows, so you need a skill.
I said Castro nearby.
Yes,
it was similar. Coastal boys, no, yes, no, Gino Hudi. My uncle, you know, about my Fifi Davis, or Mono, reporter, Wobo Juma, Fifi, Juma, Century, SI, Juma de Ma, Peace FM. Fifi, I pumped to saying,
Akra, ayo.
Yede radia se yenim sa pama semi bae wadaruma wona obo amane bo Peace FM mayensu ya TB hu de eko obi be bisa se say then Kwesi, what is the latest with regards to sa enkwada ya nsu fa omoni ade obetimi amaye hu ne eko.
Okay yo me da so papa asomene de sedama ye kan no fiti kwesida no na ye di echi ya ye emu ho asembai na masisia abakasa emufra ni nyina mufra sisia no aye ende na wohu baako ewo bomu amankwaadze eden apam no we wohu baako ewo empona no sese nsunu ne abatu gomu amankwaade ebeka ho masisia no na sese mufra no ho a wewu a wehu no aye 13 na etene say 13 na tizama yedam na bona ba ya nkofo hu no wo mbai 4 no make say mbai 2 and we hu wo ma me mu 2 ne de wo hu wo mbesi for now na ade ba kwa asema asefeme ne say nkofo nyina wo bisa wo Ghana ha ne say mufra no yehwe mufra na wo ages na between 13 and 14 years na samu fei wotum wolenke wo ho a wonyina so enya bia wo fi apam ebi fi kekos ebi fi takwade ebi fi apam Johnson na ebi su fi apam krum nti samu fa 13.
Hello Vivi.
Hello.
Yeah Vivi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kasa, now we are na mebisa said your Kasa ebi mu free various destinations no. Then omu nyina tumi ebehia sa omu ko school ana na omu akwan na obi wa ha na bi wa na sa omu group bi ana sesen
enu ni adifisia bagana hafisia obia eka wasem efiti nani 2 days a make fa the rare story nankasa me ko baby a wo kugware wo make fa story ngada obi ebisa de emofra no wanya mofra wo ya pam nkoten mofra woye mufra edifi takwade edifi oye kekos edifi apam Johnson na edisu eti apam krum enti woye den na sa mufra 13 14 years no wotumi lenke wo ho na wo nyina wotumi be hiai na wo decide say be kugware wa apam na ye kugware wa apam so a ye nko the normal beach a wo gware na mbum ye be ko baby a apam what they aye atofo esi ya so sabi obi tonsun only 3 days, only 4 days, only 5 days. No one now are poor. And for and we see any war. Into a pummy penny for no crowd walk upon. So area one walk for and I just say, okay, ya pie. And now so say, Obi, walk up what a wound soon as ya. We didn't know what poor walk is you. And one on your baby, would ya grow up? And when your baby, I will grow up. I'm penny fooling in our corner. Some of Frano, a day and I come home. And I walk for the back door. Offer back door of fisher and folks, you know. Now, walk a chef area home. Now, Sabi, who could bury what Homa say yes. As soon as the young of Fubisano said, and will say 13 and 14 years. And so, I for Fuko, I say, walk a father for penny, a companion, or no, yet a deputy chief fisherman. a odi ani ma woni mu fa nyina wo nsunu mu no on part say wo kɔ hɔ no enyama wo ka fa wo huni e wo bebi amfa no kogware beer Guinness bottles beer bottles and sa alcohol sachet according to papa no kra no condom kra wo huni wo it is some of the age of 13-14 years no sa nyama no na wo de ye den it is some na wo bi sa it obi e bi sa one year group one year school for nyankofo say bia sa school and amofra no one ko be a holiday nti ana weekend nti mofra no bi kwan wo kare bibi entesa enti sa amofra no wo ye den wo lenki wo ho to the extent say wo na wo tu bom na wo ka she bibi a wo ko gware na wo gware no so ana say mo wo ka ye wo ho no so ensu no tu mi fa wo nyina at a time and so asama Ghana for this as for now the why and the brother and we believe in mofana why mass barrier and ma the oye bia no say we shall follow we so na ndem once can the state of waproninti ya bia we see no bibiara akododa
and yeah and my question is say nipa say na etumi survival nipa say na etumi your rescue moment
any part two na say part two no pa wa survive no obi ehu me ni amegina he ni hu yehu or say akayenya access to those nkofo.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
Me yehu ade potia wo be ye the way awo fifi mbiem bia adan obi na oka ho bo ana obi na ebesi obi na ofre ho ana woni obi nam ana tu obi na wo ba ho no access to side page no media ni bi enya access to that in the panel minim se edia me na me nyai obi we nya na on information ba bia next say
na asemi see you know empanimfo ne hemfo area ho so then no mo ye de afa ho with regards to say BNC bill because said you see kire se bia ye bia enye ba bia esesa manfo krata stream ko ho enti omuntumi nye bibi mfa mbo ho ban say ye besi ho ye be real guards bi dia bo ho ban na obi antumi nko ho said ye BNC bill
yeah I matter say e ho nan kasa no obi nim say saa ho no bosom kase ni area baby a obi poa we also sum no pra we see no ho nti well known area say saa area habe won ye bono wo ho won ko gware wo ho won ye nyame bia mfata bia wo ho open petit fisherman company no kwa o ka tre he ne se nwo kwa wo ye mpeni fu kwa won koda area ho enti well no na chief fisherman no mo aye ne se we ya pai ke se wa bom pai na de wo ho na wo so wo ka de wo be se police wo ye one investigation na ta mo fra tu na wo survive no se wo tu wie na se wo ba ma pai man ka wo so we na we bisa ho bibi a wo fifi a wo be shia akwa wo ye dan link wo ho be shia na sa nya mani na na ka wo botum wa ya mande bi foforo wo ho a
okay
and this say afan wa ya mande
okay fifi my phone see an di nsem na chima wa daru ma wo ho die ne e be koso bi e be fro na ye bisa oni akwakosi why
yo me da se me wa ha me be si dia me ma ho a wo US Ghana for Ghana sani hian wa wo US nyina wa so ate ma record wo Ghana e fa oye apam mofra ye future leaders ya fere ho no
yeah that CP you know about my friend Fifi Davis ono ye reporter the Peace FM and out in but quickly yenkoti my me friend say Manucho minister how Kumsin and so akọ ofa akwa obuada area hono any victims and the families na kwa kushia enti Manucho in actual sense what we're saying not just scan if you are buying because I say minister na ko ho de enti ne kasa kakra ko ho no how Kumsin
enti nini na kabo mu a aya 36,000 120 Ghana cedi. Ya de ba be so masimo na yetu ya pe kwasi crab. No man penisa me catch ya.
Osmanto
pantera. Papa ye be si echi. Mama na sonte. Esa se onemo.
On commence à me côté no bo.
E na ashira.
Onde nya no.
On tu binja ni na. On
ko mo to test.
The be echi. Mama ya sonte. You are representing.
Obra Casa, and I am West.
Na me di amambo frambe. Omo so di bi na kwa akoda nyame ase. Na omo to bi, omo di bi ato nkosia. Ama omo kan, go so omo ja omo kan ni omo hu no omo gina yi. Because omo ni anu omo ni omo ko ye nyina, se se a so omo aye hu omo. Ti so omo gina ha. No omo kra. Ni omo hu. Enyire ye, eti amame bi a wo se ye fa omo so hu no. E wo se no so so ye ye ewie so a ye de ndase amanyame ya to ko sha mo de aka wo ma no mo kra assign abesi ya mo ye ni flem ani gwe mu na ma then they for say we want to separate your dead from the living sana me ye do so we mu ti o mo ya me ato we mu ti ase ti o say ya like me ni aji amo ma ni e busu ni ti me ni nsa say me yes adie sorry. Godfrey Pride. Pratt. See, Godfrey Papa. Send me a meeting.
Okay, Simon Dazi, any Godfred. Emranti mi no survival here. Now mo kan ya mame how akumsi ho. Na ya semo. Manujo.
Yeah, it was good. Your reporter, at least he was closer to the action. He won't say we say now. We'll be actually there. At least he gave us the Peace FM perspective, which we agree. That's for now no 2 survivors.
Mame has a minya
na 2 friends.
Yang ko de ko gurapo. Yako an bona ne yakubo. Yawo ha wene ko. Yawo ha de ko gura. Yako wo yan wonsun. Si edu nsun na asochen. Obugu ne. So wana muhu bi am hospital.
Okay, Godfred no ma account kakra.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, we say omo kobo.
Yes.
Nti omo kobo no mo ho ye omo shit. And omo so omo beguare. Nti omo beguare omo hu yan sa so china bo nti ono na niti another hospital.
Nti we who said how omo say be.
Na mo beguare a baby I say so my point is how did they know say man for buy say so omo dodge. Amanfo twa mo masa asweme. Not just some of them come from the area, so they all come.
Yeah,
until they know say hono nya baby a o say apamfo wum takra dey cape and
they are between the emphasis between 13 to 15 and I say Ghana the enshire any cards papa be but you keep yesterday 13 to 14. So these are kids. That Ghana for sure stature. How they manage to get on cars. You see I know na SN Kwalano your council or mona ye bisomo. Well, maybe unfortunately, maybe these ones are from there.
Yeah.
We will not shy be a movie area honum near the Intina. And when you mutate didim kakrana, we don't know for now, not to hold any brief. But there are a lot of questions and answers. You only gave us an eyewitness say as for chim never bomb, call some kobobo. But how they had access to the place, knowing very well the center was so ready from some sources that they were running away when people were coming near the end. Then you begin to get worried. Me panini here, I'm no sense I'm happy say you two be a baby some questions. Say how did they meet? How would somebody in attack the parents being so on ma? They should start talking. Me who say okay, me ba no say because the more you hear, the more you get worried, and the more it doesn't really wash. That it's a spiritual. I believe it's more spiritual than physical. I say penim be crying organize your mo, no call any idea. But we say okay, but how can these kids know each other?
Okay,
get into themselves, agree that you're having fun. They see condoms, they see beer bottles, they see other stuff at the seaside.
Not just they planned on going.
Exactly, because it was a full trip.
Some kobo baller. Bia ni condoms ni idea is
go. Assuming say binom na bia mo go, we should be interested how Cape Coast and Takoradi contingent, you know, how did they organize themselves as kids of that nature to get to Apam to go and have such a demise. Me no I get worried. Nti akra na ni atete no fine. Mo man eduane dinner no home kan ho. Let's all hope that they will stay alive. The two kids no. They be some more thorough questions. At least if you can prosecute to prevent future occurrences, because we can't let some of these things be happening. Era of social media now, the case should be able to organize themselves and be meeting at place. So when you're 18 years crapper, it's still news to some of us, especially when they are not bonded by anything, even by school, by church, by this, all those details in by, it makes it strange. And they are like 15 kids you are talking about here. Yeah, jitu some fita crowd near the Pankaye news because area boys don't make me or no. But the interest is those who came from far. How they manage to get there. Maybe I'm only being sensational. There's nothing so strange, but you still want to have questions because human lives have been lost and you want to prevent some of these things. But some also there are that tent just 1,000 for cover 2 years, almost to save you 2 kids, you know. It looks very small. Human life is priceless. No amount of money will be good, but we should encourage. You don't say more than the world. We are not in the phone. But for people them to have that gather that courage, enter the sea and bring some of these things out. They deserve a lot of plaudits and honor than just going to give them 1,000 and saying, but this early days yet.
1,000 cities, is it not?
Exactly, just about $200.
Yeah,
maybe
36,000. Was it 36,000? I think that.
Yeah, I'm 12 nebu, not 2 are surviving. Per the which account say you cray. And at 13, I'm saying 13 they will not 2 are surviving.
But according to minister,
the 36,000 here for them.
I'm saying shared for the families.
For the families.
How bad?
Okay, but the two when cover 2 no musebi and your mom 2,000. The 1,000 is for 2 rescuers,
yeah,
which we feel is a bit on the low side. But
they are can you say
but the truth here is that parents have not really come out to claim by the witness as of the time of filing this report, because it will add the other dimensions to it. That who are those kids? Are they really from Takoradi? Are they really from Cape Coast? Okay. What are their ages?
Manucho, I didn't go more about bringing about kids. Now, because I saw for to me, say,
yes,
maybe Sania can't get some bizarre when you advise the person.
Yes, I work hard.
A beggar then a sister, you must say, Biano. Ghana and Kualana, yes, so say, Akwala teenager, we've been there. The youthful exuberance, the fact wanting that you want to try everything, know everything, the curiosity in short. To me, because about say how did the kids get there? Why did we allow them to such an area?
Yes.
All these hypothetical questions, meaning we need answers.
Exactly, answers.
But how can we prevent, forestall future occurrence?
You see, the truth is that we should accept that the future kids are getting more sophisticated than our times.
Yeah.
Those times when me porn and share, this could be papa near me now one picture be akoshe. And I will buy the phones to crowd to me. Don't laugh. I'm making a serious one.
There's a wood, the old ding commander. Wow, my uncle for what?
My life here for two. Put that and I will papa the Benyashe. Even Piamon.
Maybe limited. Una ne wo team so be sha.
Piamon call one could
put that. Send me Mr. Magako.
It's not papa ni bi.
No, I was disciplined. I was brought up the way.
I was not disciplined. So let me tell you my indisciplined part. Sa Piamon call ne came on. Na see my light off. I saw video there.
Your time news. No. Your time news.
Yeah. So the kids of today are getting more sophisticated than we were. Maybe you can even agree phone crowd more about me. I want to me. So let's accept that it's part. It's becoming part of us. It will be said about prevention. I think it's like about getting closer to your kids. You see, and that is the only way, because I did a bit of child psychology and realized that Akwala between 6 years to 14, first 6 years in there, maybe you are closer to them to the primary years of the life in the building, but 6 to 14, foundation years. A whole number now, be onyanda phobia and energy kakraba. The formative year between 14 to 25, they get formed, but unfortunately, no crab buffum. What your ages are able has here 12, 13 years.
Does it 13 and 14?
Exactly. You realize that they are, for me, they are just on the border about peer pressure, being shaped up, how their futures will be. most of the kids here, nobody say they smoke now. They'll be some just a high school, say age 16, 17. Those are the times that they start. I'm not saying it's bad, but that is where they form those characters. One thing I've realized is that parents now, no, especially in Ghana, they are not closer to their kids. Say, but me be a UK. British kids are different. Two parents can do full-time jobs. The system doesn't even allow for that because the kids need to go and play football or soccer. It's always say one parent should devote his life because to do those things for you. I think what parents should do now is to get closer to their kids and be talking. Sometimes I know the system is hard. You have to work. One man worried and they know lock it, but nobody they do. He doesn't lock them. We jump someone and tell Obana from say Kofi and no, I'm not pomo. They get into the hands of these people who begin to teach them this bad act. So I think the first step by a parent is making sure that you are closer, more born como. Sometimes I like the way you bond with your kids. And you're easy, but at least which may be sano and don't be sensational as a parent. So because so much especially hey, sir, avoid them. Always listen like and for but you are taking information. Because I think that is where the basic line for me, that my little experience from the places I've been on my travels and my life, that is okay. I was a victim of that. Those times my mom will go to the market. I'll be in Lagos now. No about 6 p.m. No about those times we were not this exposed, exposure anyone. But for now, they are no more, and the parents are still doing it. Of course, as a marketer, the banning baby, no Jan will fear. Then they get into the hands of. But Manu
Akwalano would have to go to school. Mamino Subia, Sabi Finia, also cotton tomatoes, Jenny, Yadra, Borde, Banchan, Sana, when Yabibi Crab, if you have a support to family. No good. And in such situation, they can take them to the market. Yes, into a point school now. What is in the life after? Who is the one your child really going to make sure that there's so they have to do pre-arrangements and stuff. Kalane good places.
Exactly, you are cocksure where they are going.
And if possible, you can get them into extra classes to keep them occupied.
Exactly, because me do baby no mama there.
Sometimes
I never lost sight of my mom more than 100 meters. Baby, me school I'm starting civil engineering. Me my service. Na me mama break an ma kwatena. But he told me me point ma kwatena. Me mama break an ma kwatena so odwom. Then she started pushing me. Fia ko stupid boy near the mantias here. She started pushing me. Later no catch him say people advise her that woman in here dey me to maintain me mfino. Because me mama break an ma betena dwom. You realize it. Start training. So really, baby don't say. I say I wash akoko. Edu baby they push the kids away. And I even goats. The body nature baby won't so pim the band so finish because when we are the child will follow.
Go and be independent.
But here you leave them and sometimes you don't even know what they are doing.
But you have to leave even if you want them to be alone and be independent with guidance.
It gets to level be able to do because they were doing by 8 p.m.
It's more parental care.
And make sure that
in summary,
luckily for a year the system helps you say Obana and your cry there are locks on them. No, because luckily now put the locks that so we want to be beside we Pegana anyone phone crano say penny. People don't even appreciate those things here. The lock near there to so we a parent have time for your kids and have serious discussions with them. And yes, you might lose them. I grab it to me 14-year-old kid at 4 water cry they do a palm. You should appreciate the distance. There's small distance. So now drive and cramp or Giacolani can when between be a question. Say what coin. You should be each other's keeper.
They're 14 years because when you know and it be crying almost so you might not even know their age.
That is why even ask. That is why
no,
but they are still 14. They got naturally.
Less than 14.
But we should get to a Ghana do baby no say and some adverts and bad TV. So as a chroma say you have to show ID card. Maybe you do that level. No say Ghana card. You may need we call for car. No to mention ID cards because people should be made responsible.
If you are not of age, am I amount for you should have somebody with you.
Chroma time be call advert. But the point is akwala be will conduct grandpa you unless penny be responsible person the mount.
Okay.
But Ghana no woko beaches here akwala 8 years no or this car tonsa beer will counter. I've seen them. And no you say Shatawale they shouldn't do beer advert because they're encouraging them. Say no. Abroche, what do they do? They make sure that to smoke and stuff at some ages you can't get access to them. Into yes you at some ages soon to bank of car and fee a doom say me when you are 12 years old.
Okay. Unity Radio 103.9 Bosuo now we done auto repairs here. There's like I say ma Agyapa friend say KM Ralph Roofing. O si dan o Ghana na nyame ayo adom na ope obi amana Bosuo ama mpacho no ne kan fo ama. Obo adwuma pa adansidie bebree wɔ ha na yɛntumi mfa amanfo nneɔma ɛne ɔmo nnwuma ameto abɔnten KM Roofing mepakyɛw frɛ no na ɔmoa na bibia nkɔnkan 0549 315774 0549 315774 na ne KM Roofing kasa Richway Auto School say open driver's license Worcester ha mepakyɛw ɔno na ɛsɛ ɔfrɛ no ɔbɛboa ne number no ɛyɛ 508-459-1331 508-459-1331 Asamas Trading se brabedu dwa onam nyina Main Street na bibia nso nkosoma Dan Auto Repairs ebo enchidom nyumako ne doso Nabiam Barbering Salon se brabe UT o Main Street na wanimu nya fe no wanimu na ho na wanimu nya tisachim police opani asiama store ncha ho a oni mabia Nabiam wodada se Nabiam store ho excellent super oba hu say yes class different level kra be UT na bibia nkoso emfa ema enyumako enum nyina etaichi na nenso yedi dwumadi Ibrahim Kalusha bedru ha mema na kakakra fa apamasemi ho quick na ya move on to the next topic because ya brenko enekra nanka producers ni sema me manenkasa because ntimi ma program time ape Kalu adizai bibia yekoso there my into apama say me had very disturbing story. I'm saying Ghana abrabon cry you know. Yeah, so Mike in the band survival of the fittest. Yeah. What I say? Enquire no because say swano. Me na tiaraga me na small boy Feni Saka. Na no pay more tech. And you see akwa kohenti na bom so kwa no so. And na say akwa kohira na di tru. Na fortunately no baby agi e kokotran no na ma me bi ba na onim Isaka no na ogie na ode e ba afie. The American say, Ghana, awofo no, omani ndi omombachi. What I say, and kwani pia omo pia just like that. Omo na adeba kra san send say, when the first nanka obi tumi etion obi ba. But as say no, obi tumi etion obi ba. And there's been some you cry issues teachers are more, you know. Omani awofo no kra kon. Until there's no rapport between the teachers and even their parents. What I'm saying, e kro ma me no ka say wa uja yekoi o ma omoko sui. Oh, teacher no ma me boa. It is about the school. Na say one pon no member do fear. Utimi fe teacher dey say na nkra no pon time be. Na omo he say obetumi Ghana bi ni ho sa because teacher bi akwakobo obi ba say oya asodin. E ma me ne ni kunu akọ school mu so akwakobo teacher no. They say ama there's no friend say. But that is the Ghana education rule now. Say ya mo akola biem. Say America. Say Ghana yemfa ba mma akola bi and say you know and am say kwa no teacher no yeah teacher no say opon a wapon emfa no so I want to do this say Anopa 8 to 12 na so opon a opo anu anu no obo me fa no to na me Ghana penifom ye bia ya na asefim 1000 Ghana no
asefim
me kra na mentiase
na say adia Ghana for e omotumi en say obo penim on say because obi penim a
are we that me I was honestly disturbed by as opposed to
football
taking national measures to rescue the rest of the people and find out what we need to do no quickly as money 1000 Ghana
for what football kwa and on mascot footballers kwa tell me kwa mbofu say scan kwa dey mom kwa no dey almost say bia yesiom no pa dey ba kwa me say Ghana ni kura say one you say o sacrifice your life for Ghana now, omo appreciate it. But then kofo bebe a omo so mu di areho say omo kon mu ama Ghana. They do be cry say ye bo ma basundo those kind. DK poison. It taken about more than 2 decades. Say na say Akufo-Addo buy na say $30,000 so. Afi dey dia man. Now oni pa kokko di o that time na football no boxing way back in 70s mo baby o. Wakwaji Ghana SU and I say wa shoki Ghana in the international scene. Now more than a car after since 77 more than 30 years after my day. Move baby tia. It's Ghana and say bibi wana so kun waya. What I say? Now we are Chris Bash
into a point in the with this no.
Mr. Chris Bash those kind of some boy
NBA no call Ghana.
Ya mom ya so be a Hall of Famer. Hall
of Fame. It's man.
And I make say, I saw you be crazy or more appreciate you by Ghana. No, so I'm going to ball.
The business is we are some near.
As my make an monty.
Akwa no akwa okodi obi nkwan to okokoji ni no one a hero.
Okay. Now I get your point. Oh, the rescue.
One a hero model. Or the life stake.
Yeah.
I say so one ko box and ko try be ama manfo ntwani. Anyi me fanfare. Ama ayi for no kasa. Politicians no anko kasa say ye. That no yi metro started kwaji yi buy
$10,000.
Onye 10,000 kwa ko form ko guo. Ministers ne
another day story.
Another day story say I said by say
that one.
We don't set our priorities right.
No me link you. Me can say adia fanfare
honoring need them no ya.
Me just me say be a fanfare no. They be o makoji kapaba. Enti nipa ni bebe bu akoyi nti say we kra by say how Yakubu kra na senke ko
because ye MPO ho ono ye
Minister of Interior kra na senke odi enim ko
say how no ye
opo ma ye see say asem we buy no
I know them no nya adwen because how are ye MPO area ho and as say ono so na nye ono na kwa Minister for Fisheries
me say nye ono kwa na senke ko say ka Minister of Interior kra no na odi kan ko obo he say say na omo kan
security
security demarcation o maka say you know how secure the places.
Agree.
I know that
is the bottom line. And then said people back open as all. Oh, some they can't. So can I say they be a can't some now? Now you can't send any crack. You have to go deeper.
No more than 1,000.
Now a Minister of Defense class or some tribune. Your defensive network like saying. What am I channel? Interior Minister, Defense Minister.
Manucho Kasano. Unze Manucho ne free area ho kakra because I tap
me fatini me for yamrasa
put ben o
and me papa kwa Cape Coast o baby for me search kotokra be yo no epo no bo asoche a eba me na nachi
okay
na na kwa na se na me ye ba kumase no na ye tu kokodware esuosu mo ho ba lake kwa de kokodwan ye no na me say ye don mo ye atosu nya wo ye we na susa mo na ye suane kokodware ba man ko me krom an kokodware epo da because epo no you need to be strategic waves
and as a want now
Madam Smith, if
you lived there can you be forced
to Basa se man trawan chen na waves na di guarantee me pese me de epono ba ko compare river no what I say eti na ma twe me ho opo epono dware no so we tactical
mama mi se wasem because who chrome free home we closer na de nka me na me refer Manucho de bisa question but now it's clear to me say who free area na Manucho ka say me te say Minister for Fisheries ne MP for the area Futu Senya East or can say aban ma mo thousand say monye na mo mfa ntokosua mfa bi nkwa ase da so na me bisa me ho say what was the rationale behind that so quick as me sinansa enipa no kra ne kra see rescue baako yenwie adan na aban no beboa ama emergency response team bi nanka ya hwa twinkrofo na omo ayira kra yenya hu omo nyina nwie ene ade no ya rasha koma nkwala na me kra na me bisa say 1,000 Ghana de na ye ana Manucho ma me response say baby akro no wo no 1,000 no be sika kese amom but esese ye hwe kro no ho ne de amaska sa aban ma de a say we mu de omo tie kra se sebio inti 1,000 be enough money inti se sika no bro 1,000 kra o yankom mo 1,000 because 1,000 Ghana no be so amom should we do that
opo ayi tama a COVID buy na de eche duane ma kumaso fo no
and crime for
wo de eche koku bisa se kras fo mu nya bi
ebi mu bebre nya omzo ma nya bi
eti am say priorities say ekrom na amafo nya phone no e de cassette you know ho no omo better so
because for the monka Ghana for why you asem na no prekope am say you give me a pet because aduane na man for complaining other regions sunwan ni in Krasimo omo nya at say we are more focused on urban cities no metros no
Kumasi Accra the microphones am betumi abom echi it's the goodwill strategically they don't care about the rest of the country
move on they don't care about the rest of the country Unity Radio ebe follow us way to the last ditch na safa alarm no akwa no nwie okay manu mama yento aso na yenhwe enensem no apam de ni hia nti afa bre no krese sefa kokwa yin do ho de ne nya daje kura nka
opote de bia ya politics no the tune channel asimo by good
pa. But say
I'm say man can say yes no ko asimo kra to digest to the end of the program ko na anka policy bi kra nkeye. But I say asem ba ko bi mienu bi aba na e kan fine because I'm say social issues bi ba na say digest to the latter no kra na say anka set the policy dey be am Pratt.
Social issues no. So follow me programs ya na hia me kra chen political issues from Rock FM now because social issue na gina so ma sa boy no friends dey nanim hihie no kra gigis ka koma no yeah me social issues here me pa
now when so running story
yeah and
you dey more information and we can say correspondent
no me bo about
okay
me na me pick my agenda
okay
but my to mutu ni nya say at least
because so share
human life so more bigger than any other story
of course
yes
because so share and you started say we nkwane aye we had a reporter from Ghana where Bomuko a story of Hoya boy no and yeah friend reporter and I say tie hawa kumsin and yes I tie boy no back account and the story is very important.
One month.
Violate.
Unity Radio 1039 Anopa Bosuo ni musomfundo wa opoku jamfieke opo national alongside Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita La Molina and afi Kalusha Boya yenyina na ye radio Ghana, isn't it funny? Say you know Zabi Shawa ha. Yes, some Ghana for WORCESTER and beyond. Especially say Christ some Ghana for Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah, America so some Ghana for Cratch and say WORCESTER because all the issues are Ghana related. Now your voice is also a pushing penny for them to do what Ghana needs.
Yes.
Yansha Manucho minim say oh case abeba be share President Mahama and Kwame Nadankan case now making that will be the last topic at the baby ba Monye we snappy
yes,
now get it to that story. Canada Japan say vaccines na Akufo-Addo akwageno on force back because we've been selling and we've been over relying on abrochire for and until I said be almost sorry sebi nkwasi asembi omutumi ka kire se munye sei oba ne oba akra omse yanware be ma ne be ma kra yenye se yempekra na omudi igu yeso se Ghana se ye oman a ese se ye ready say be take care of your citizens.
It couldn't have hit the nail right on the head. It couldn't have hit the right on the nail. You see, the truth is that, assuming without admitting, say, but who say Basins were gave for an Edemaya, what will you do? I mean, just a postulating. No, but the point here is
India.
No, it's a rhetoric. India for India for Christian
India for the brain. India for
America. By India, the Abeji.
Not America. Why you tagging America? As America a gay country. America gave on Ghana.
Biden, I can say, on the way in court. I never be news in Ghana. Ghanaian himself, Biden say they are looking at stopping.
On Katsi or say he will.
Exactly. So that's what makes it news.
The Indian Casa. Until the area topic because that no.
I gave a rhetoric.
Topic we now because Biden say no. Aid as him. And Canada, Japan already has rejected the idea of aid. You know.
Exactly.
That is what I'm saying. So let's look at the story.
I gave a rhetoric, then I'll build up from there.
No,
but that's what Kennedy is saying. Kennedy say some of they have the impetus to the petulance on because they are giving us aid. Unless, of course, you know, like Germany near America can go and say the same thing to Germany. Maybe they are they don't really worry about some of these things. But Kennedy is saying that for us to be sovereign and not
challenge businessmen in Ghana.
Of course, no, single-handedly.
Despite the money,
anyway, Angel.
Ghana, but Abra and himself,
yes.
Or challenge you say nunti na Ghana over relying because the sikafo na wo man mu no consider ba could be esiwa na abohu but you know just like we're talking about even LeBron James when onukra wo ka kuma sikafo who can the rich the wealthiest but they do so much for the community
it came from.
So I think he made two calls. He challenged the wealthy people in Ghana to do more.
Yes.
And then he also says
I have my
reliant on
I have my own reservations, but I respect his view to challenging them that when you see self-actualization when you come on Bosuo, what do you do? Help mankind. That he feels should give fulfillment. Maybe Obin Swadron Kosa, he only wants to build the dynasty for the coming generations. But the point here is that most of these things, you know, he had to. I want to tell me if you buy. Most of these white dudes that they want to bring and also Westernized culture on some of the buyers because they feel that we are not sovereign. That's why they come and tell us what to do. Because culturally, if you feel that shouldn't even be entertained in our system, that means we should find a way to be self-reliant. You should crap. You should go and buy. Then the problem, you know, say one quarter on the background of the child, no attach conditions to it. I was saying the MMP. He feels that shouldn't be the case.
I'm not bragging, but I'm prepared to give Akufo-Addo $1 million to procure the vaccines. I don't like the idea of always going to the developed countries to beg for support as though we cannot do anything for ourselves.
And that's you see, it is more of a revolutionary talk that must be America say Pfizer, we need this amount. Into they will even start respecting you. That's why will the ex-president give us those names, use unkind adjectives on us? Because when himself, I mean, we cry, it's appalling. I'd rather be a pervert than to say those things to another person. So the truth here is that Kennedy is NYBida. Some mask in there, he did so well. He did so extraordinarily well. When it came to giving those vaccines near the end, it is only challenging us. I believe that maybe came in the form of challenge, but sometimes I argue in the fact that because of these things, it's an ebano. To me, a toothpick, to me, a tea roll, to me, a A4 sheet. This is a country, you can't do any of these things, but you think that you are culturally too strong to start talking anyhow to people who you are begging. Tell them more examples there.
With this call, no, it should be ourselves as a wake up call to ourselves. We should begin thinking progressively because I know I'm challenging Nana do more these days on my show because that is what we need to do.
No, but this
Nana do say Ghana beyond what?
8.
Yes, that was the promise.
No, you've been able to 20 vision 2020.
Ghana beyond 8, and that is why Canada, Japan, it's saying enough is enough. We keep begging. And na Bruni so say a beggar has no choice. Into ko pa chow dia na the conditions ko jige tum. Into mampenu be ma so na untumi nkasa ko gina mampoano akasa.
Yes. You see and this okay, me ma kan wa ha. I tell you he's my mentor, but some the political bias and takes a better part of him. But at least his hope, he gives hope. He gives us hope. He said, "Master, I see any down." The same thing I've been reiterating here that Master, if you are going to sit and say yempe we culturally, religiously yempe we are, what basis are you using to say these things when you can't even feed yourself? You can't even do toothpick. Even personal you can't find a way to get it done. You are trying to insult, but sometimes call a spade a spade. That you aid from them, you can't be self-sufficient. Your man, me put it that way and say, "We boss pema." You are against it, but your Bible if you are not grateful. But if it doesn't come to give you money too, you will not feed your family. Put that analogy into place. But bounce on my boss, me John Pow, no, on him say me fear. So how do you prevent this thing? You know what, boss? I don't want to spoil my kids. What they Auntie Rosa about what they Sister Philomena about my kids keep asking me that. Why then our boss they be on about for? But bounce on us so name. It is not a good practice. So you want your kids not to be learning some of these things. It comes to being responsible yourself, because in all this, yepe vaccine yebi. You so 54 African countries. None of you are able to get close to providing a vaccine. Before you are able to vaccinate your own people, and you are celebrating. You see, sometimes it's annoying and it doesn't despicable to use.
So you are more than in agreement with Kennedy.
More than in agreement. It is a one to man. That is why it will be better and way for me. Say if somebody has the
forget about Obi and Bosuo. There are some they kind of be no nyajun.
Oh, that but I like them too. They make me tell them person my friend and say you better to why because you yourself one person better to do the right things. Let's industrialize. Me dey be say in all my travel, baby I got here this is here serve raw products here it doesn't make sense.
Mami misa question when Shema and Sana Mako Kalusha ho. Say ye nim say yakosra omo de be my one. Nti ne da bia ye make effort. Ana say sika no any yeni.
I get you.
But I say let's also be specific here and I put this on record say Nanado so first vaccine obeto and sana Covax for the winning ban so Ghana so 2SK to be but Kennedy say as I said, the country should be able to take care of our own people.
Yes.
And this is a chance India for me drew, America for me drew. Now, man,
yes,
there be you beg. O cannot see any BNT umuko fumu.
So it's
that for any provision.
We spend money on frivolous things.
And you're in here.
Yeah, no, that way Kalisha Kweno say fanfare sometimes it's too huge, and it's all Africa. And then we say, baby, I say the continent demography na against us because Cote d'Ivoire share your model bar or more shisha Kote airport. Then they begin to tell you, you be chatty, you be appointment committee. So, they will take loans, they will take
modernizing slavery nana.
New colonialism now. Spoke about no said at a point I didn't want to even agree to democracy. Why? Because they would divide you with the democracy. Because every baby no being so Tracy come be say be against the system or in the biblio anti. He doesn't believe in anything positive about the country. Because he choose because men what vaccine no blah blah blah. Obi so major aim or they no. You understand? You see, I'm about and say, okay, should you give sanctions for more one? I say, baby, without any just cause and reason. So I think Kennedy hit the right on head that baby, I don't know. And he's challenging those rich dudes to say, you should stop giving money to these slave queens. When you have enough money, more net worth to billions of dollars, and even the millions of dollars. Exactly, but you are spending the money. What they worry 4 or 5. But I just want to agree to it that if you want that respect and recognition in Ghana that you are a rich person and you want us to flaunt it in front of us, show that say to me they are going here for you have us to save lives. America
they buy Sikafo Krumah donatees.
They are helping.
Bill Gates and the big
Elon Musk.
Yeah,
Bill Gates, people have their own way, but again, he's helping.
Yeah,
Sikano at least Obibeje won't to me, but Obibeje to mom don't go saying anytime I have a problem with your mom, that negativity that is being spewed. We won't pay vaccine your personal choice, but to be on people's neck and trying to convince them not to take. I think that's where I have problems with them. But the challenge is in the right call that okay, President Toby. Into Aden, what they are not the young man one answer say free no buy na wajina weja odi no. These are things we should be worried about as a country. Me Kennedy there, we see one thing I love about him is he's able to talk because he's built his empire. Because Ghana and everybody fears to be under the same. Because the government looks to be over relying on that free vaccines about Ghana. And it's not even enough. And sometimes we are not even sure.
Bill Gates donating $100 million.
Yes. Now, we're despite would they be to be okay? Maybe remember $200,000. Remember, say, move from $1 million. Try to help.
We can buy a lot.
Way,
okay.
Personal way.
So he
couldn't have said it any better.
He couldn't have said it any better. Kalusha.
Me five figure and me 5 Africa. Me tea lady be. Was almost a ghost star be. The talks now that.
Yeah.
Or say how can you get the countries so where you have
South African African countries.
Yeah, countries now more natural resources. Now be determine prices of your natural resource amount. But be try on hold there or no the board no pen
and or the joke.
Food for thought. Mr. Another one so I'm person say Africans we have to go to Libya. Say Gaddafi or throw book bit to a house govern the country now tama the embargo too
Gaddafi so I to be Western world yeah
but in the Fridays biano meme resource amena my say or more be a few biano you know or more money angwa
yeah
we did 21 years no na ya amount provisions no monoma but 120 years we go be near amount room
uko Libya da
call Libya
da me mako da me kotoko
okay
eko until Libya some dey come to
my free artificial dam
tama me ne kotoko ko ho no maza uko ho a unhu difference between honey abrochiri
okay
omo kasen so mono
but so ma go me oda so be boa
sasa time call na Gaddafi
wasa artificial
but manu cho say sa time no ko ntimi nko Libya because oboko akohwe oba nim and I must be honest yeah
nantan kam ko
eno de nka no
be kam ko hwe be manim
na say o chichiro manim na o hwe no twice a wo gye ho na ya be chiwa koyo mo kan say sharia laws
that the line between a first slave and a hungry free man we are crime what that is slave on for 2 butu ade da ko
eso da nyame asese sata mo anko
na man other section say
that's on a lighter note.
COVID didn't buy 1 year no. From January February March up to December no. Now still Africans now ye aid from outside. Not the aid mine. Were they giving us aid?
Yeah.
Now no. That COVID no a session. Need to be a loan near that different.
Oh yes, well did that's what you man say be
that time no most of African countries, especially Ghana, kwano, resource kakre bi e ho no. It be there bibi amount. It's hard time say you have to be self-reliant. Now yeah more than say baby, you know, na bofno masa obi silent so can say one of the French president no okoja baby can say ye African Cote d'Ivoire African francophone countries no ye sika if for na say semi democracy on the francophone countries now France for now assimilation say if you were France would be like a third world country.
No, that's true.
What I say it is high time say we have natural resources, we have to manage our own affair. We have the cocoa. Let's produce it over there. Radio say Ghana radio is 5 NA. Over diaspora as well. Your BBC say Unity Radio. Let's try to encourage ourselves and promote our own stuff, and stop depend on the iPhone, phone. Let's talk COVID buy a crown. Promote my heading because some of this kind of buy bread, be pay cry. I sustain economy. And he said, COVID a bad baby throwing answer and I say, "You be our corner of concentration there." And I told you allow.
Because me kai say na mo kan Ghana being self-reliant. Tema your COVID issue by. Na msa na appeal to corporate bodies near this yeah me kai say I think Agricultural Development Bank donate $181,000, about 1 million Ghana cedis. Other institutions, maybe UBA. UBA funds to donate $350,000, and Newmont Ghana. I'm also donating $100,000. Me a list of donors.
Your crisis.
Exactly.
But you see,
banks and the corporate bodies.
Let's say kind of management.
Me call listening through, but me name's MTN for.
I think a lot of companies donate, but the management in Krampo are a big issue in Ghana. People want to know how the monies were disbursed in there. But one thing I'm realizing, I'm not Sabrika the same way. One say sometimes in Africa we are still believing that mineral resources make us rich, but I think the human resource should be looked at. So who are there and I say when you have to manage it, then it's a bigger problem. You have next to nothing.
Now once a time now COVID news by Nanado. My report say other Minister of Finance say Omunye emergency fund which was up to $100 million for to battle the COVID.
Exactly.
So we can do things like this to when we begin to not there be a Ghana a problem. Value for money is our problem.
Oh yes. See how the QCT analysis
100 cities near the 00 1 billion
and it's the whole system. Maybe as I've been in the construction industry, that is what happens. We are people who should be gatekeepers and they rather let you inflate it. We are say the best and 10,000 and 100,000 by me defend it. We are not pitching 90,000. They are so rich in Ghana. We share machines now because the conscience has been lost. Ghana is so bien share needs our conscience. That we call paps now. They know we can for spend there.
Okay.
No be someone say so no personal money and I do we jina won so na we debate $2,000 na bochi akwasa is that what people do here? Who bring you Ghana but you get to Ghana people be turn sambako 10,000 near there. You see we can't always despise them and also talk negative about them, but let's get the money in very safe and good methods. The Obama Assembly and Fatun said 2008 or by no. You know what? You need stronger institutions, not stronger men.
Okay.
By 2020, you got to abandon now double ne. Ayawa so wagon. Me they one say so. Obama we kind. What did we learn? Say you go to Ayawa so with those men with biceps to go and main people. About 12 years down the line.
But do we need Obama to come and tell us before we know?
So for 2 years for that time. Luckily for us, you had our former president. Say, you know what? Maybe I stronger institution. Be crown here. Okay. He has a brainer. He should be a leader. But telling and say. Boys no more no. You see, I form with national security. They are making good money. People have been to school and we are just working on the land. Sometimes then I cry that you see. Koye macho na beji ejuma for nyansa ko share with put all your brain into your biceps, make them grow. Then you get a good job and they'll be paying 2,000, 3,000 a month. Who be some chomudin kromunim. I'm not saying it's bad, but at the end of the day, you know, will these people industrialize? Would they industrialize and give you the opportunities to be like a third world country or a fourth world country that you are looking at?
Okay.
Sometimes I don't want to say first and second.
Yeah, that's it.
You are developing. You do fourth world import. As far as I'm concerned.
I'm happy to say Bibianya as far as you are concerned.
Oh no, but that's the harsh truth.
And because I'm happy say Bibia and so as far as you are concerned.
But what you should be happy for is Mr. Maker so Bia to TV.
Mama share last topic callers never is about 12. The last topic for the day Kwame Duncan asem now so interesting no. Kwame Duncan a former Central Regional Minister. Na nasema waka nyane se omampani John Dramani Mahama as I said it me pressing criminal charges changes and charges against him. Now no na say nyane say one omampani should answer for his misdeeds, especially role out player in inciting his supporters to cause mayhem result in the death of some supporters. Now, Ochese Omampeni Dada Mahama behavior before and after the 2020 presidential elections, you know, SIT instances where Onwemu President Mahama deceiving his supporters, Emma Omujidi say we winning elections, you know. I'll spare them to invade coalition centers after the December 7th elections, as well as hit the street to protest against the EC. Now, uko court so I feel there was where 50% into when we need elections now. Into onu feel say as I said Ghana, you charge your Mampeni John Dramani Mahama, you make changes and charge him criminally. Or say there Mahama must face criminal charges. Kwame Duncan Royals. Manucho, where the war just few
a minute
yeah, time
it's an interesting and going by now. I mean it was one of our major topics. I'm saying how wow, but I think he makes some interesting points and he even compared it to America. Donald Trump in a similar
exactly soup. I mean reading the quote for the sake of your listeners and President Mahama must answer for his incitement to violence. This country must not just sit that the Supreme Court has given a ruling. We must move on. Are we sure we might come up some other? Are we sure what might come up some other time that somebody could disturb the peace of mind of this country after elections and be made to go scot-free? President Mahama must be held to account. He must indeed respond. He must answer to his incitement to violence. He must answer for that. Now he likened President Mahama to ex-president of the United States, Donald Trump, who also made similar seditious comments, but noted in the latter's case a punitive action was taken, leading to his impeachment.
Yeah, so I think we have similar stories. Elections were held, incumbent presidents felt that will lose.
But Ghana, so unfortunately, we have impunity for an ex-president.
Yes.
Chrome had the and will be entering for uncle court.
Exactly.
Who see form from day one. Oh yes, a normal citizen, a civilian.
Exactly.
Be able to do our court. But Ghana, the announced the constitution indemnity for 10 years.
Yes. Say want to make file on Sanka.
How do we until I see you making changes
to really bring back it's an interesting debate which I think can be held. Although I think that the problems is here Ghana are multifaceted. I wouldn't sit back and say I belong to that school of thought. And now can indemnity in Tebemana idea. Yes, idea. And he's also a Ghanaian. He can go and test the laws. So Jane said 99% of the shootings, violence in it was being held by, and I don't think this is the first time Ghana see a CAC when people were not too happy with it and they caused a lot of confusion. My problem has to do with the unprofessional attitude of some of these service personnel. They were shooting people. Or be by speakers who for ballot box that there should not be any chance for redemption. I say too near there. So I also want to know at what point of the president should have said something incriminating. Okay, can be audience said these words were that cause there has insurgency in the end. People will tell you that at the end of the day, people have their own rights and they are human beings. Sometimes you don't even trust fools in numbers. I ginger them to misbehave near there. I'm not so particular. He made some interesting points there, but to say Mahama is a corporate and must be held accountable near then, I think both sides of the divide. Somebody somewhere did not also the security personnel near there did not perform well. There was a first gentleman of the land who was also given a power somewhere for people to also do that, because in any case you should be peace enforcers. You should not be. How do you kill your own citizen just like that? I have problem with that too. I say no. The police soldiers they are told to defend the flag, the constitution. There's no way an American soldier is a gun will shoot another American just because he feels that the person has done something untoward towards him. There should be enough justifiable reason. And yes, I did. Your first defense is to defend a citizen. What happened in Ghana is an eyesore. We saw people who were trying to fight their own people because they had disagreed with them. So I think where our agreement is, Kenya total look at the whole issue, constitution or a constitutional issue, and answer what really happened. We should not be ostriches there. You are born to Jimmy.
But ex-president also has a role to play by misleading.
I don't agree to that. Say he will boldly say that he feels he misled and he should be charged near there.
No, who feels he has a role. He played a role.
Yes.
So misleading amount for can be violence needs to erupt. For instance,
mislead is a strong word for me. That's why I don't want to. I personally don't want to go there to say.
Why is it a strong word? You claim that you had won the elections, and then you went to Supreme Court and said nobody had 50%. So how could you have?
Did he personally say he has won? Did he declare himself president?
On the party for
no, he did not declare himself like what Mashood Abiola did in Nigeria. I want to, unless Obi was say Muhammad Jan baby can say I've won and I'm the president, just like I say, Associated President declare, but Biden can say they are doing well in America. The YC they declare. The YC is the presiding officer, but until you can say you are in the lead and I say BB, that one is allowed, but I don't also call the elections.
In crop for.
No, that one there to say John Mahama misled his people. Kwame Duncan should give me enough more information. I think some people got overzealous. That one there, I wouldn't run away from it. And I said 4 years ago, no, they all said they were in a comfortable lead near there. Somebody will say they were all not very palatable words. Where I agree and say I heard seasoned people like maybe a Sami Jemfunum near there, Munabakuya, but DJ Boyanyum, Akamba,
Joshua Akamba,
Bakuya. Otukono.
Otukono now, okay.
Yeah, Otukono Muniaka said they have won and people should start celebrating here. They made those emphatic statements. So for later to come in, you get to court where facts are required now. Because I say, we hear better analysis. It's an I saw that one. I agree that it don't make sense. Say I'll make sure Samuel Okumusu video moto abeme wie nyame bo share no abeme wie onum na say have they won? Which so they all try to do this, some of these antics, just to maybe it helps them win the election. But for you to say me winning and get to court and say yeah me per second round there, I think that is where. But to put it at the doorstep of the former president that he should be prosecuted because he said those things in there, I need further and better particulars on that. But whichever way, no, I think the whole system needs an overhaul. And as I see Yena and generate, because next 4 years will be volatile if you are not careful. Because we are doomed singers near there. But the truth is that people are not happy and people were shot. And there was a government in power which abrogated those powers too. And they feel that those who shot don't deserve anything to answer. What they did was good. He said, Kunipa 10. In the next election, no, Kunipa 1,000. Will you then set up to do the right thing? Those are some of the things I'm seeing. So the ex-president and group has a question to answer. The current president, the current president too has some questions to answer. The police must answer. The soldiers. I think we should all look at it holistically. That you know what, I say we can't see here.
Okay.
Mama me and Jane said to start pointing fingers and feel we are rather sacrosanct and clean it. I don't agree to it.
For violence to have happened, as I see in players in the act, people who might have incited the players, and so investigation will go around and
it should start from somewhere. But violence to start, so be start here. There should be proper ways of handling it too. You don't go shooting.
No. You see, you don't understand my question.
Understand? What you say? We should start by one who caused the issue.
Understanding now? Yes. You're calling for investigation.
Exactly.
Those things should not come
exactly. And I make sure say all encompassing. I make sure say for the first president, I don't agree with Duncan because I did not hear the former president saying that he's won and people should go on the street to misbehave. I did not hear. Fine. Robert Mark said it implies. I listen to Tukono.
I'll say he told them to go to the street and get to the streets.
I mean, maybe subsequently, every court and Kovoka said he should stop. No, maybe.
And he was very emphatic, sir. Or deceiving his supporters into believing, sir, he was the president-elect, and also spared them to invade coalition centers after the December 7th election, as well as see the street to protest against the EC.
It's an interesting angle. I mean, Lena Meka says, so you're pushing her. It would have been sweet for him to, who alleges must prove that there is no immunity and indemnity be undone as well. And he, Kwame Duncan, I mean, he's the first person I will urge our employees to take this thing up and let's get to the fruition. You know, I become somebody I believe in so much facts and ways. Let's go that direction because I will push it back. What happened at Agyapa? They were all not good. Because violence begets violence, and you said, condemn me. As much as possible, it has a bit of point in it. But Michelle said, the professional ladder, it's a whole chain reaction. They were all unprofessional. So I want to see it from that direction. That I don't want to sit here and do a pointing finger that okay, you're causing funny. Whoever, when anyone happened at the Parliament, when somebody decided that Akufo-Addo was not soldier for Bahonum. So when I had the answer, soldier phone could have also decided to start maiming and stuff like that. So I think it's a system that needs a total overhaul. Not holding brief or not trying to equalize what that happened, but I think we should look at it holistically and get to the bottom of it. If you want the next election to be devoid of some of these things, but to sit on the high chair and feel that okay, former president is the bigger fish and he's the one who should be put into the coffin and nailed in the air. I still need a lot of discussion on it.
Kalusha, quick one. I'm in course. No, I'm on fast starting for.
I saw a Kwame Canadian. Many are doing Kwame Bisu. Many are doing Kwame Biasu.
Why?
Some say, my man who quite say, who call elections. Now, if you say the BN to Uncle Year, which means the appropriate callers. Now, seek for redress. They make out to my say. Now, me, I did have to say, a side time say. Say if it's easy no I say no the gazette or say the rules and govern your friends elections you know that's what the mandate bishop say elections na do that's what mo nyambo boy a on person ayifo na obi abakwe na the press conference
but she did say that this time obi press conference you can do a press conference but maybe not declare
so but what they were doing you know more or less you say why press conference now cause we mean more or less what declare we did that. Why a press conference say you should go out and jubilate? You have won the elections. Then in easy.
So why are you then saying that you don't agree with Kwame Duncan?
Many agree say and no say who person one me declare a press conference. Now if you say Bianco here, the only thing I say what do we call a appropriate court is a Supreme Court. No more must okay,
Kalusha, call us next now. No, I'll give you the opportunity to finish your point. Once you form more time, about 12, 11. Yeah, but we need to give them time. I'll give you time to finish off your point. Why? Money help you. My main fa callers ne kakra. Me fa be 3 callers then. Yeah, because we have more time. I say I respect your callers no so time. Yeah, time for your daddy boat shall say mommy. Raman, okay, Raman Yanko.
Yo, that's then now for Ghana ye na me na ya gine o man ni ye die wo opo Kwame Duncan say opo Kwame Duncan say
Osio Mampani Mahama na ma mutisi street or there dem as we wini and so when we near Banoko Supreme Court after was we anya 15 I don't know catch am so we wini nti enipa na wu ya na say a charge no criminally
kaja Kwame Duncan so nim do oka kaja Kwame Duncan so nim do oka ungwa tumaka usita ka usiti na ikisi sam upe chama useless chama
Raman say ajini seat a free in semna so officer something is right oni hu kwan so ka ho wa usi nyam sumi wa usi kan kure
Who you come when you do muma bottom, who also quite or who come for a party. Akufo-Addo really let you. Upon a young fellow, Akufo-Addo can say Ghana for you, Akufo-Addo really let you. I don't know, Mamma, James, somebody with no less work to me. Mamma, number, come on, I'm Akufo-Addo, let me the plan at Tuesday. Let me the plan at Tuesday. Akufo-Addo really let you.
Raman. Mami Misa, Uji Koran Dipa.
No.
Maybe Sawasam. Messi Uji Koran Dipa. Now, are there wouldn't figures, wouldn't proof? You can only speculate. And then now to me, to me, I swear by Quran, say, yeah, you're only following your convictions.
Me na your collection room. Let me your collection room na ye get results. Na me can be. Si uba puno original. The original collection in room. Na me can be. Na me won't be. E ko be ni na ye bi. Ayi na ko be. Na me organizer. E na di movie cover. So po.
Raman. Raman. What is evidence in our Kahoko court? Collision room there, okay, Modu Kahoko court in Ibi.
Me see, Opo, me the American that much John Romani Mama. And the one there was Nadam. And yet, they are about John Romani Mama, who said, or my children, but Pierre wanted the country Ghana for sale. Then I calm it down. That's a Ghana first. One Mama Kuma Tobium was in Ghana first. Ghana first, so and correct. The Ghana Baku Peno, Opoa, Joya, Yirum, Joya, Mamma, Bombua, Yambankitua. So what? The BCR, they define. But Opia, but in the Ghana first. And a mammy Makuma Tobia. But can another done for Akufo-Addo, Mr. Yamisa, you cannot done for what's in that place. Kabana can take Ghana with the
okay.
Mama.
Raman,
na oba sinai system westa the MPs nyenu omoyemi nyina biti na etie mudende ona bo abakami asheme ignition paforia ogo one time make say NDC for lu bi mu ho wunya cancel pop this is to be the o kasa wi nsisi ese mpa for the definition no mo kasa kire no nya le won ti ase ni ma o nya e o de ko court wo se o mun kama no olukura o face si e no ni mu ma do no mu nya e bo to sai o ni akika what presidential, but Ghana for Yama NDC for no supporters na ya we say e skirt and blouse and e tuma omo NDC because NDC bi mo na omo the money ni mo bi omo ya no na mo de omo wa to na Akufo-Addo free so chance ni nyama so mo yo so nya adwuma enu ti na ma omo ya hira ya to abani ma na do a na omo akwakoto MP na ma NDC enti ya mo ya we na mi wu de nti asira show mu a ena we na le ma mi na da ka se wa okay opo enye no no una opi abonte ena ya be ni e say de ko si nyina free NDC for eso mu na mo bo kwadu na police for na na obi akotutu tuo na to ya na ifo for na e ka mo de na oye ntiti asem na oye pata power police station no omo na e ka no maybe MPP ni am ti ba bia no wajidi say e bofo Akufo-Addo be ni niwa pa wa yenti no
Mr. Quatra, police station, this is a contour. Quatra, into a woman in Sambiaka, Miss Romo, Omuko Bintra, Latin for 4 years and I don't know. We be no making my associate agony. When you talk about the board, Juma, I'm asking to one party MPs. Into a woman, actually, Tintin. Abatele ekwaya prekurana enya je so wo bebe akonyesu na ni tinaya ntimi travel ma na oluma mu se omuni omo NDC no mo bibi a omo sisi omo mama ene ya sie du katia because omo ma NDC na ya dada obi enwo omo be so omo di former president mama over 2024 and omo ti court woman so patapa said e be ya wo brobi ni aka se mama na so mama ya huno wa ya assembly mai wa ya class captain wa ya what job committee chairman wa ya the vice president ya mama president mama bibi let me tell you
Daddy Boto line ma say Zemi you first so Oluma to asuma me
Opo.
Yes sir.
Me da celebrate ni akwanya de anse o ye de.
Nyankopon ne me adi ni ye me ho aden pa.
Yo po me da celebrate ma mentia Mr. Danso of Dan Auto Repairs. Anopa yi our America anyumbre o Ghana ma mentia no. Na adwuma pa o ye the tre obi biara o America obi a ma chachi set one say there. O ka ni siti biara o de kwa papa no. Ebehwe aye na kama ede amount mamentia NDC chama o chama kodo ako ene NDC MPs for omo certificate won Ghana for nyina mamentia be manucho so ene we so metia omo nyina analysis na omo ye no o man interest na edikan opo kwame na Duncan asema o kan no unfortunately say opinion visa a service ka Ghana manyo semo a enka waye ni pa na obebie na no na wo ka se misa ni we fi no some of us ko na ye ba politics mo share dan che bia no in your past in history undi Ghana had 2012 na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo lose election dey dey see o Ghana eko o man ko dina obra sport nsambe na o man ka e wona oslo wusu kokko dina ye nsambe na oslo wusu anka that very day no o mo shishi ties o mare wade omo shishi ties omo for bomb enko she transformer mu on best market that very day no transport and omo car asem no omo papa journalist bi car e promote media journalist bi atie no omo ne na nankomia ne MPB pay for promote media so FM ko pa do FM po acha say adia omo krofo no election president Mahama Lucy abia no ya president for accepting defeat eji to move na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo congratulate no yembusa se 2008 na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo lose election under Professor Monso no for Professor Monso congratulate na yembusa se after 2012 court no na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo pa phone na domama congratulate na bia na omanye 2016 nipa wuye 2012 nipa wuye 2008 no man pay that Akufo-Addo so nipa wuye rolling score of free revolution mo ba ya oba maye democracy no young from 92 ebesi nne when was the last time you saw about nipa awuda this year 2020 election ya to aba nipa ba kunna ewuye ebesi nne yentimi nya justice emasa follow Agyapa super election unim ya enema ko so omo ye problem ko committee na ni mo commission ka say yam pedi du kra masa follow omo tini ama omo nipa commission ka say yan chi omo nsan kra na nado dan kwa gubo ni MD report omo ne commission enya ade yeni Ghana ha and then another dan kwa gubo nya ko e friend say ko kai state of nation address what me bo so mpo asambe na do wise e ka fa omo o so be a criminal so be a criminal do wu ade ne ka fa omo e du ko dia no mo ye omo kra so kra guy e di 20 of them ko jilo transport no mo ye na ka soja fo na police to tuto e gu omo so anka na asambe no mbeka opo e ko me de ma bi ya Ibrahim na o de ka kra bi asoso
Oluma
hello opo
na Oluma to member back passer unza man for so Oluma Ibrahim me 30 seconds. I don't want to just be unfair. 30 seconds.
Ghana de hu to kura o Ghana ha o Ghana had a Mude Mu America, na America where there. Ye de Mama fire. Mama na median sa papa na mukase oti excellency for my friend John Dramani Mama Tunjeura. NMA basa bae no. Anajo na mutu to chima manfo parliament seat no. Ne jo mama nye president o. Ne jo mama nye president na EC boss no. Huma organizer. Ena omunda na ase. Anele on EC boss no on MPP huma organizer national organizer ase. Na ye de ye kusikese nyina ewo ye timu because 2024 anya beto Ghana ha. Anya bete kura. Da muti America mun man fa yamma Ghana da dem. Sanya jo Muhammad na ni papa. Kande kasa permana boy no count some de ba ena Ghana hu donti unse o yusu ye no ana o got ko yes asa enema no o jitu prekope nti zani pa we o Ghana ha na we ni papa na u baby na u kase onu nema bata kwa na u no ni pa no mi se wuram na o free ba na se fi
okay yeah that's it
mi trawa o de free and ko bia mande ko bia no
Ibrahim that's Ibrahim, thank you very much. Africa president apom design
nyamia do mi hu ya family oko
Africa president na intel
me da se bebre mama mo ma basu ni ma pa modi the giri Ghana hu tonti no ma sa ma da je ma duma ni na modi ejunbi Ghana hu na NDC chairman owo America on chairman Akufo-Addo baby owo bi amichiano na awie na minua mamen kwati bibi kakra president Mahama ngina baby an kase wa win election anate wa win election dan sam no voice ana video bi no president Mahama ka tam no mem de emma president Mahama ba kasa election nsam bi o ba kasa no Angel TV Angel FM for ba kasa Jama President Mahama aba congratulate Ado no ba no be press conference no kasa eno kwani atama o kasa da election de na wan kasa afere nkete da kasa ye lead eno kwa na o ye ko kura e to bi na no ko afere nkete kasa ye win election o ko tu an kasa ba o mo bo table won so am e bia no le o kasa NDC win election o ti eli the person mo ni o yan ko le tenesa na mi o ko
yes sir
na ne dabi America o mampanyine o binu ono anu ho e chen o man no binu o kampe mu ka nkola bi na say a o mo ko so ko no what o mo ho na ye be say na no o mampanyine ko dina tabi parliament is o the election no na mo so ko ba tabi ato na pa san nkola ye ho o mampanyine to abakasa wa kabi o ko ka ya so o the judge that is o mamara be president sabe que Jesus não botou no mundo. O que é? Sabe o companheiro o mano, isso é que é assim. O pai não precisa na dia que a o fono, a gente foi no badão mate. Não o que não ocorre nessa empty for sabe nem no que no muso. Não mo o ficou for mais Ghana. Não mo o ficou for mais Ghana o co é a rosa. Eu tô abaixo ya até por 3 meses. O que você 2020 iron rods 1 ton 35 million. So go to about 2 months ago, iron rods are 140 million. Sorry, about 54 million. Iron rods 54 million. We know about to about estimate 36 and then 50 about 48. And go there our petrol they mean that do why I think. And then go to petrol 26 go motor to come one.
Okay, Africa president NFL Casa Brewe.
The covenant is a mukain. Covenant is carried on my election. Yes, on the way I come from my yes, and then they came in because the best can I could do. Yes, you are one. On the community can I would see. No, G, and I think this can I go. On my yes,
CP African president was Guzauti Unity Radio 103.9. Callers now was no munyo obi abenya 10 na wakasa. Ba ma memfa we mfa mu quick is nyame adma WORCESTER for muncha no so memenda ebe yem papa eye foster nya kwa onya ne ba bi ekoye no memenda ebe na ye ko akohye na nyunyam eja ne kwan anom ne ho sika sanse de nra ye ma munya no ntie no nti moma ye nyina nhye no so Saturday Anopa 8 o'clock ana ebe coffee funeral home no na yakopi and last respect ni akosie no Webster Square musie ye Unity Radio e kire ha ye na sana ye wia free awia no mienu kono yakwatena se Church of Pentecost 41 Providence Street na yetumi akwa akonum sikasa ejanachi kura ti moma yenhye no so opani kese a onum ebi na be sati pese na Ghanaian community Worcester yetumi agru matena ha che opani Foster ba bia obekobi nti adru ha moma yenkyere odo ye nua ba ma yen papa ni nua no Alexander Nyako na ne nsa hye sanka boyase ma me mfa me na scholar free Ghana me wia no maba Worcester so ba cho Ghana ni be ni gina so no Audu apom te say
so yankopon da wuma ya be fa mi sa minia
Audu ma inti
ko Ghana ne don kunyo Ghana minia opo ansanem be kasema min da wasi na min bo abaso any adwumapa we abo omanu abiaka omai Ghana yankopon show fa nyo kase na minche NDC ni na minche ni NDC chama ya America mingo nguni yo minche mi MP ala sido awuna mi fran konya wondene enfi yankopon wo manu wo nya no be twa ko won twa fa ni pa afra ni yo opo nti etu omai opo wite ma etu omai so ye bisika ebe Ghana akoi ye ebe be gates ye e bia ye pejina sita to won kan bi si na akira bi wu anabe boni bi si na de America ye atiseska 1000 cedi 2000 cedis nini ya 10,000 cedis ye di koma abusiafo no munje kwakomo abra sasika no kabomo obetimi dia ye Ghana akwai obetimi dia ye gates awo Ghana obetimi dia ye depade dia tu Ghana se dia be am Ghana fo ya dinye ensu empenyi fo we omunye da de omunye ye ekese ebetimi amakira no asana bana anka muko ye so muko ye bibi ba mansuo no kama anka sad ajewe ensi basika wa edibele yebete ya opo kisabonisi na ya siseka no na ri koma abusiafo ye ku e Ghana no nti Ghana de ko so Ghana enko ye Ghana sai Ghana teacher pansa andene na adudan kwa Akufo-Addo na ma ye bisi basa manu ni direction manu asai teacher pansa poto ye huru ba bia Ghana nkasa tibia nkasa Ghana yetimu ye lim tibia yetimu manu ko ye manu chese mama saya ma ukasa uye Ghana ni kura na ofarisi obekasa uye Ghana ni opo ye tesumiyenu siri kwa me kuruma penso opo ebe siye ma penini mama penso ya tu abawo police station center bia wa wu bana na do den kwa Akufo-Addo penso ya tu abama ni ponkono awu opo be sinde ma penini enka hoshi ye kwa ka no bi be ka che ye se mama timode anka mama empe Ghana ye ya ni opo uje chema sami ye mami jamnansa ati se Ghana resource nkuwa mpensia minya kama mpe ya samwa mi kancho se ankopo program ya wai ankami Ghana ni minya sinde kwa na mafe mama kasa se de miti ba ennam se mama pe Ghana o pe Ghana ye o pe Ghana 20 wasi dia sibia NDC for Ghana first nti we dia che sani po o pen po ya o pe wan abra ye tutu ma Ghana for wu ya no na mama na president ana abia ye tutu ma Ghana for wu ya no amun si se results original correction center na mama president ana o ma ye mo organizer bia ye fe no mami jamesa na wa de ni MPP national mo organizer na anya Ghana interest no pro no am interest ni MPP interest no pre se Ghana for be wu kura na de president wo no mami jamesa ni MPP o mo bianya butre inde uko market opo security I never about inshallah by the grace of the Almighty Allah His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 2024 whatever be Ghana aba Ghana adiye mi da wase oni okuponya aduno
yes ya da CP Audu Fale abusu afo mama menye correction we ye nua be ma ye papa ya de nyina Penny Foster yi announcement na me nam se ma no fo me se ye memenda eba we ye memenda eba na if that is what I put across I'm pacho memenda eba na 20th etimoma yenhye no so emfa emame 20th and I be see yem papa Foster upon Nyako timoma yenhye no so 20th of this month which is memenda eba na otwe said ya mekan no Anopa no otwe na nyina yo eye funeral home ho Anopa no otwe eye Faye and Callahan funeral home eho na yi nyina be kwa akoja ye ba ko pay and last respect e de a kire papa eti mo mention so efu a na yakọ Hope Cemetery no Worcester Street Unity Radio akire ha ye akọpẹ no korabre eno no ya Anopa bet say nondu ansa na awia from 2 p.m. ekono and ebe kwa akoye yi no 41 Providence Street Church of Pentecost enti mo mention so anya memenda we memenda ebay now 20th of March. Ma memfa obi was so Worcester me wi anama call hydrogen ho wo Ghana no so ato so pa che ho na also Worcester. Titi.
Yeah.
Titi oni wechiri your voice is too far from your phone. But you can need you.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it seems so. Hydrogen me pacho me wano phone here de wechiri. Hydrogen. Titi yanko.
Hello?
Yeah, Titi yanko.
Yeah, I think maybe now.
Titi, where are you?
Hello?
I said you are far. Who used to headset now?
Hello?
Yeah, Titi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm hearing you clearly.
Yeah, but your voice is a little faint. And I said was some echo.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Okay, it's better now.
It's okay now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying Governor Duncan, I think he's having a problem. Maybe this time, I don't know whether Akufo-Addo is going to give him. But I don't know what he's saying. Sometimes you guys need to compare. If somebody is trying to compare certain things, like the way he tried to compare Donald Trump, what Donald Trump said, and what President Mahama said, I think you guys should be able to play it out or compare it. Let's see. Because me, I don't see what Mahama has said that is similar to that of former President Donald Trump.
But I think Manucho did that analysis that he feels that you can compare the two. I think Manucho did that.
Yeah, so where is he coming from? That guy is he not the same guy who went to the radio station to sing Oh Nufu? Is that not the one? Huh? Oh Nufu, they made you a minister, and then you go to a radio station. Before you went to the radio station to talk of it that when I go, I'm going to sing Oh Nufu. That kind of people, can these people lead us? That is why Ghana cannot grow. That is why Ghana is going the way it is going. Because you put this kind of I don't know what intelligence he has, just because he goes to radio station to say things that will please the ears of President Akufo-Addo's wife. That he will say, my husband, give this guy a position. What knowledge does that guy have? He should give us a break and should think of something better. President Mahama has done nothing. If President Mahama says, if President Mahama ordered the military to shoot the supporters, that's what he tried to say that because of that President Mahama to be panicked. What is wrong with him?
Yes, sir.
One thing I want to say is you oppose Manucho and the other guy at the radio station. Now you are working. You all know very well that President Akufo-Addo did not win the 2020 election. You know it.
How do I know?
But you don't want to say the truth.
No, Titi. Titi.
I said you know you oppose.
How do I know?
It's because you know. What I would say, those who I would say they are Ghanaians or they are in Ghana who will say they don't know President Akufo-Addo won the 2020 election are those people who election doesn't matter in their life. They don't care, they don't listen to anything. But people who follow elections, everybody, including you guys in the radio station over there, you know President Akufo-Addo did not win the election. You know it.
I don't know.
The Chief Justice of Ghana knows President Akufo-Addo did not win the election. Other than that, he wouldn't have prevented a signature from testifying. The thing that he knows it. And that man, I say, look, if that man happens to be my family member, I will condone him. He's a good guy who deserves to speak in our Supreme Court. He deserves not to be in our Supreme Court. People who are supposed to be in the Supreme Court are people with integrity. That doesn't have any integrity. It doesn't have any integrity. That is why our law system is doing it.
Who has that noise? Who has that noise at the background? Titi, is it coming from you or the other caller on the line?
I know, yes, I'm hearing some noise. I don't know where the noise is coming from.
Yeah, I think that maybe I what line so no mute my phone why? Do so kasa no here free mute. Said about external noise number. Titi kasa.
So what I'm saying is, if we have to proof like President Akufo-Addo is just a proof. He is a big fat proof. That is why he will always like to work with good people. He appointed the good Supreme Court Justice, Chief Justice, to sit in the court, so he will do this to favor him. Look, President Akufo-Addo is the worst president Ghana has ever had.
Okay, Titi.
And it's a disgrace to the election.
Okay.
I will end my.
Thank you, Titi. Maybe I also. Yes, sir.
Yeah, hydrogen.
Hydrogen, I mean too.
My papa, I mean, Monsieur for Muti, who Anopa, Nam Mental so and fire, Aquarius, Sunchia, Manutu, Anopa, Wabu Jimapa. Opo, Yena, say Ghana, how? Yes, Ghana, ha. You know, Kata de Bina, and Kenyan there, I never knew, sir. Opo is working with the Electoral Commission. Yes, you know. Opo, you know. So come and tell us the truth. Open your Ghana as you. Give me a no man now who got nursing and teachers to training. The mama say, allow us winter mamma, winter mamma, Omonoko Twabano. Omo, Napu, Jumaya, and Omonoko Twabano. Try to put them jobs, the Jumaya bag, and Kokane, and Martin Yatasu, and Shimon, Omonoko Twabano. One day with one ambulance, and you share why you're the twab at the man. In the Mayan Trabi, the embassy through the line, and not the no winning. I can't tell with me. Omopa, Omoko Srumba, and a Yanakano, and check, yet the other babble, the Baumia Subu. Now, Baumia, on back to opposition at Chepa, because you're trouble the pen pastoral, you're trouble at the pen pastoral. Now you're Corona, and one of the vast, we now acquaint and now you thought a Konokuya, then custom me a party, because the Pennsylvania will be a yesterday. Monko Wanamo, Moon Trust in King. 2024 because Baumia so be the Juma fa okomidazuna menyejuma
Nyamin Council on hydrogen. Thank you very much. Mamimfa we breaking news we inform up for Bekaya. The man Black Lives Matter eba we as pa branche George Floyd ni wu ye no na enra na there was another application say prosecutor no ebe say or the 3rd degree murder e can charges of manslaughter near there den ho na ene eno court na the ruling na abba some few minutes ago and it's a judge granted prosecutors request to add a 3rd degree murder charge against the former Minneapolis police officer charged in George Floyd's death and move that offers jurors an additional option for conviction and finally resolves an issue that might have delayed his trial for months. Inti 3rd degree murder judge Najiatum ama ye dia kind of charges
exactly.
Yeah enti no na earlier on no yeah
felony 3rd degree felony
yeah enti no my emfa no mfa mama yeah T4 my main kind couple of messages Agnes Asari say good morning brothers, continue the wonderful job. Adom Paul Delali Disoso General Secretary of NDC Massachusetts. Paul Paul say Opo, I put it to you that you, Opo National, and your panelists know that the 2020 elections was rigged. Invite me and I will demonstrate to you and the whole of Worcester that Nana Addo Akufo-Addo Nanado did not win the 2020 election. Paul, you're always welcome on the show. You don't need any invitation. Ojambo Amasopo, I'm at the police station. Now, also, Paul, can you and your panelists tell us The actual total valid vote cast for the 2020 elections, just for you to know, the Supreme Court judgment also introduced new figures which are different from all the cooked 5 figures out in the public domain. The 2020 election was the most shameful, embarrassing, and stain on our democracy. That one also came from Paul DeSoso. Yeah. Okay, I mean, call down when I mean kind couple kakra.
Say election time ni dia.
So for the political parties not to organize press conferences?
No, yeah.
Can you restrict somebody from organizing a press conference?
Do that time na election commissioner no. On the presiding on that time president of Ghana. Do that time now. It will be to me the constitution. So more
when you're president of Ghana,
I'm kind of saying it is so much energy be demand. And to mind obey that time obey to me the mechanism to say Samema Meka Sema man Kokuja be Minkaso mini. Oh your figures required figures near once I say elections in a bano. No almost say Joe Biden Ebedino. Almost say a baby a fano, a be election. But almost to almost a timer, almost a baby na a clear as a mocha. Aside times the supporters of both political parties, you know, for nature, because
but I had the outcome said Joe Biden a press conference before the official declaration. He did come out and say, the numbers we are getting shows to say
we're going to win, but
we are winning the election.
Say, but
what's the numbers? Almost like catch some more dinkunim. No, what he said, Nadia. What he said, Nadia. The only thing he didn't do was declaring himself a winner.
Election the end you win. Sami Jefi, as what Betrayal can say, you win.
Yeah, and
John Mama ever can say you win.
John Mahama did, and I know John Mahama.
Oh no, one academy. The mosquito.
I'm joining here, but Mahama didn't. They would have brought it to the court as evidence because of the Tampa they wait there about 2 corner thereby. No, they wait so thereby. Even General Mosquito and Kase they've won. He said they lose favorable.
But the General Mosquito and Kase say or catch almost say Omonko Abontinko and jubility. No,
yeah, go out and jubilate.
How can you go out and jubilate?
I saw way.
No,
Samuel Ukumu Mobo video in Crimea. They were jubilating.
But in inference, no, Kase, so winning. How do you tell people to go and jubilate?
Oh, but we are on course to win. I mean, you see, I've won and start jubilating.
Press conference only more than 3 or 4 times.
Yes.
And at the same time, and it's high time supporters so. Omo penifo no e ka bibia kyerema ti asem mo ayo nye say omo kan no ma sikwa mu make say omo kan no omo ba se edukatia no omo kan omo nya omo ma hyefi o omo nsi abonte say omo ko jibleti o omo ko ba say mo ntra fom na mo ya mo tare 1 Ghana city 2 Ghana city no mo ro ko jabonte no omo ye dede na ye dede na say your corner say omo penifo say mo mbra abonte na munya the red figures na omukoko jana omukoko dinsemu na because omukoye ebi mukoko kokoshitai what I say you catch say kokoye koshitai na koshitai na say mranso di odi na say mo hooliganism na say please for you start to tutua ebe kan bi say moko na say simko jubilate kra na moko na manko akose no ma obi am metutu nti sometimes say almost supporters no very political parties no eso mu nyansa say mpanyefo no mu di o machi no after the election you know they do a check right now edwuma kro munya biye ebi okro elections no bia
mama chemfo say ex-president did it also ex-president I will look for that audio. Me President Mahama his speeches.
Okay, say when winning
on the elections. Yeah, or China will try and ascertain.
Yes.
And
me courts na me dey evidence by no me hu ne dey wom say he said unless MPB did.
O mama chan for Mantia in Worcester.
Yes.
Nana say
they can help us with the video.
Sometimes say supporters no mo dey ayire chi no. Om so mo sua nyansa. Because they say you 21st century on and no be continue omo change and most of the it's high time say issues by and then tries to be politicizing it too much. Or NDC niti assembly ba na o kan poto you don't have the evidence. You have the evidence say election ya regino. What figures be now? Mo pedi for kwa na mo say ya regina call Supreme Court no. Figures say mo famra na fa nko say run off from no. They couldn't even provide. So I don't know how be radio so na mo kasa anyhow. Na mo kasa etwetwa amafo so mo kasa gigi. I say 2024 ba. So many app aba. I don't know manoma. Modern say they say the moon say ye ya. Yes you compare figures. Na entry nko fo ngu Montina munko first a police station by police station district coalition center bia no nko from figures. No figures ne ba na say na ayi di there Italia. No maka na say mo court graph na mo ko say first commission no and find on no results of quality in no compare. We na any train. It be there supporters no and I make come say be o magimi atai first the political parties in there and be do say o mo kan asem bia o mo hwe asem no the first the substance of the matter before they take initiative. No mo take initiative no mo so mo kwa bontin no mo ko di nsem no. Please for there so mo embra mudi semu mame fan to ati for anim say omo friend yentumi fa ka obi abio ye bre na so ye be kwa kofa peace news is here. I'm giving my panelists no some few minutes to round it up na ya sorry unfortunately mo am friend na yentumi fa me say course be 2 as a 3 aba phone so from Worcester yentumi fa ka obi abio ye time na so enti pon ti that time say mo say ompani for me kan se bo mo nya so mo kan ya na omati ese montene so say omkwa kwa edide omkwa edide no anhwe ya na so obi enkofa na mo no mo kono obi aginu obi aka se okokora ba ne nkohwe obi a se bi ojiminti na akwa ebibi na ya di tuo na ono kro akodi nsemu no na etuo na nkoka no na wa na mo ba bi no yes straight bullet na ba be kan enti omo hwe omo yi na politicians no ombe mbibia omuya power ni wia no ma jama o ma bra ba hye nsa omunya adwuma kra nye nti e den sakofo mkodi o mechi na David Temia na ye kokukum just like that na asemba kra free say 13 year old e bia enso ekun no election time wa kra 13 years o de be na onima about politics a okwakodi e ye chama wakwakohwe nkwa at this tender age opo manwasi okay Manujo, is it possible say Yeezy Beka say mo be anya press conference because that will be an infringement on freedom of speech? Yeah, and everybody somebody's right. Way. Maybe the content of declaration can come in, but say man your press conference there. I don't think you can restrict because somebody. Because you can. There's no law that forbids. They forbid about Krumha. You can't go. Because more advanced democracy in Pono. No, but Krumha no. So we should know the difference. So it be emphatic. Yeah, I can call and say you can't call the elections. What I say, the word is what they are doing in Ghana, what they are doing is they are calling the elections. Say, more figures. Per their figures, they've won the elections. That's what they be saying. You can say that, and I'm sure so bit to me. The figures we have, we are leading. But let's wait for. Because let's wait for the official. No, that's what. But say I've won and I'm the president, and we have declarations. So that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. The point in is say, unzana make say ahano. The level of intelligence in terms of politics, no, any Ghana nyepe. Yeah. The passion. Any Ghana and your pet, any the way I had elections, Ghana elections, you found to say World Cup, any had your pet. And you have, for instance, Joe Biden being a press conference, Trump also being a conference, but you wouldn't see people take to the street and possibly fight. They said they're Ghana, but Ghana no say Ghana no obi declare say we win. Supporters need taking say empower winning. He said ECD otherwise bar ECCC. Make I say 2016 when Nanado won his first presidency. Nanado more or less made himself a president because Ombe can say only MPP for Beka say Omo numbers in say
Omo win elections. Nanado did, and that is where then candidate John Mahama and Sonny Akufo-Addo and on NDC kono. We are also in a comfortable into two parties more or less.
And FM stations cry FM stations do projections.
Yeah, but this time they didn't.
It was still there.
No, they you don't have you intimate can say mom projected numbers.
Exactly, but so I can say my projections NDC has won and I lead it.
No, so I say AP Muna that didn't even
associate president.
AP should
make their course.
AP should declare what I read. AP declare results in America.
But FN's a TV for force for CNN.
Almost declare.
Almost project here.
Yeah, so
when it's projected, it's declaration.
No, projections. No,
a project 272, a project 280. We declare Democrats.
That is where Trump had a big issue with Fox. Because Georgia was Georgia Nevada. And Fox declared even Georgia. Fox declared Georgia than AP. Fox declared Georgia first than AP.
Exactly, it's allowed, but AP official one.
As my kind of say, I have no bet me account. But
that's another thing. Before a media outlet comes out and declare, because your integrity is at stake. Fox to them, Fox to them. Omo declare Georgia and Nevada no. Donald Trump, then the campaign team called because election we sure election is be a crowd. To say we.
This was
I monitored every station that was from CBS, ABC, CNN, MSNBC, Fox. All the news are any C-SPAN for no. We share baby. Omo ye Fox for declare na and communication campaign team director
for
GOP called into Fox to say Donald Trump blasted Omoko. Then they moved the Omatam crowd. So disappointed. That's why nobody watches Fox any longer. Omo ye fake. Omo ye this. Omo ye that.
Because they were contesting it.
Argentina pro democratic station.
CNN Monacan.
Ekwen declare Georgia Mfama Nevada. Then Georgia Emma Biden. Now on Fox a pro Republican declare. So what happened was no more guy be friend of bride then there no your news news anchor no friend Fox newsroom editor the torso. They made 2 allegations even against the editor. So your report or your Democrat ni declare
double agent.
Now I had donations too. I'm a Democratic candidate on the spot, on the TV, live. And Tomu Bisan says, is it true, sir? You are this, you have done this. And I say, yes. Mama donations too, Bako $500, Bako said $200 is saying, we am a classmate to school, no pre-race, you know, the man or Democrat, we na the man. He did admit. But I know Bisan say, Republicans for say, our declaration, the projection on my say. By the winning Georgia and yet accurate per our numbers until obey withdraw the projection or say per every figure, every numbers that we have concocted from Yensuya engine room no. We still maintain, we will not take that down. We still maintain say Democrats have taken those 2 states. Inti no krasa tam na associate press kra enya encall for Joe Biden but Fox will declare by the end of the day no so Fox at the end of the day so the Fox standing by you see the professionalism how and found say or ye Democrat and now ye Republican or ye Juma no but be at the end dano ukra now ye Republican head now friend say massa you number ni free say why can't you say no they maintained and that and no boost to Fox, credibility.
Asmana Manicho can is right to say won't miss you. But men Asmana baby Ananga na me de bana bia Montima say Obako could declare and Noma na de wuba badia.
Ake unyanke yentwem.
That's a polarization in Africa is different from
because 2004 Jacob Echebi made a similar one.
But declare now supporters score 9 per 5 and 10. They say 2024 ni pa do say be because upon your declaration.
Yeah, I understand everybody's argument.
No, but side and the joy any piece of FM, yes, so no munya problem. So more projections no more they to you see where I have problem with them. They've done it for a long time. I respect them. But when it comes to the parliamentary, they all made major mistakes.
Yeah, mistakes.
My MPP about 147 and my NDC about 126.
You see the problem I make us
then the presidential tune, then you might have made mistakes.
You see that is why I was trying to briefly. That is why I was trying to draw that analogy. Say ahano ansana obin declare no.
No, I had oral research.
Check. County bi anaka. Now movie say Georgia how a big city park. Kabira hona no movie say
yeah. Clark na 40.
Yeah. Ya Fox for no try because Fox News anchors no are pro-Republicans, but newsroom no different people altogether. They are employed based on their professional.
They are adding numbers don't lie.
Exactly.
They are subjective to
news anchors ni no na yes bread no ne girl back they try to push the news room to a point saying come down. Not twist. Twisting they say free honor neighbor 14 county we can change numbers from that county. But no mono per se as mono quick.
It has been contested.
They've been ahead.
Now contest results.
Now pro-Trump network and a pro-Republican thing. Free answer, but he stood his grounds and he did admit say why your donations are Democrat but that has nothing to do with Adiana Wayano. He still stands by what his projectors say. Democrats and Biden will win the state, and it did come to pass.
Yes.
But Ghana, the minimum ya say, oh say, trust no easy no one.
Yes.
We did this program.
Now, democracy is young.
Kufo elections are winning. One MPP for hold do.
No session that they've never lost elections.
MPP lose elections in Ghana
from 92.
So
they always won.
And to the thing is, both NPP and NDC they have issues and issues of mistrust with the Electoral Commission. Kwesi Farijan 2 elections of Mampani Rollins winning na MPP Susu say Edwin say
they cheated from
Rollins. Kufo Betna so there. Those were the elections a man who say Afarijan a problem because NDC now appointee Afarijan and Kufo won twice. Inti hono there man share that whole problem. Then it came again to Nanado versus Mahama. That election went to court.
Yeah.
And the NPP held a notion.
2018 the Anko court send the court to time. And they tie in the time.
No, they in a
rerun.
They in a court.
2000 then call rerun.
No, I'm talking about
2012. Then no. Some can come back to make it.
Some make can say Kufo won twice.
Yes.
So after Kufo there no.
Near called 2008, and then our Tamelsi winning against Akufo-Addo with a rerun. The time and they call time. Now 2012 year Mills was no more. And they call court no.
Yeah.
Mahama Akufo-Addo they call court.
Mahama be finish.
Yeah, we about 14 months no.
Finish
Mills 14 months be no. Now no be Jane the and they call court 2012 went to court.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then today Farijan.
Yeah, the same Farijan.
Yes.
In terms of the trust issue with poor parties in
we
all know how back on the friends Charlotte say MPP had issues with Charlotte. They feel say
but it's an election or procurement issues. Yeah, we put on record.
They still didn't. No,
they didn't trust him, but a problem was not with her problem was not really with the elections. No, yeah, no. Although the non-assistant back here so could be some polling stations they were not sure with.
No, elections.
No, but on record said Charlotte said
elections. MPP never trusted SAR 20 Mahama elections. No winning over Nanado. No, they never trusted.
That was 2012. That was not Charlotte.
No,
that was Afarijan.
But Charlotte say anya election.
And year 2016. That one they won MPP.
Okay.
But I'm just saying I made a mistake. Yeah, Charlotte they unify because of your procurement breaches.
No, I wasn't even talking about. But they still didn't trust him. Who is Charlotte to buy? Before the election,
they didn't try
to tainted her image. To the point is Canada Japan cracker say
what she has slept with
what in a two now position and then she
agree
or later you're drilling or parliament as and now say no dear God and those things until they didn't kai say yes and Charlotte say Akufo vote to be free had they become home when the elections were even going
ongoing
into both political parties
I agree they don't trust
the EC and this a hano And then I may agree with those. You can make maybe a media you can make a press conference, but unnecessarily don't declare. Don't say playing with figures no cry if possible nanki to me but onim de ntia omoyesano they do that to preempt any thievery say e bia yisi no wadwen bi say obewie mama we are ye di kan be kase ya na ehuna no they play some kind of psychological games which doesn't go down well with the ordinary people.
And interesting say both parties do it. That's why I'm so disappointed in NDC. Say what ba we no you are alleging you were cheated.
Both parties
omunya wo say the spreadsheet we for agents, polling agents were every stationer. And within 1 hour, I saw Fred Kalusha Wujina, Mediama,
because one held
LA pass.
Not to cut you. One held NPP with Charlotte's elections, and then they said they had all their figures correlated.
Yes.
They had all their numbers put together. Into a mass ni Juma. And in the Saturn, so match with Charlotte Diono here, Unya, and now it was difficult to.
Even beyond that, even beyond that, you see, I'm one person. Sometimes there are two sides. I don't want to my person because if I say Ketia or Samuel who says they were cheated, maybe they have a way of cheating. Maybe you're privy to. You have to respect.
Baby.
Yes, I said Ketia. Who am I to say that it's not true? When on one student will to me. Now yes, I may share the way the elections are going. I need to be convinced that there was thievery because Central Region voted the presidential for Akufo-Addo, gave you the parliamentary. Unless you prove to me that Central Region, yes, you see what. There's no way they cheated. Cheating there. I want to know more. Because a regional base.
Okay,
before I came, they only take the results from the states. Elections, Associated Press. It's about
you know. Ghana president so like this
this
first
useless learning.
Yeah, Donald Trump and send some no way no o share na your mama no be no na because no Donald Trump
how
declaration and no man yeah and those kind of stuff no
but similar
what's say
MBB anyebi
o ma be by me see
no this year about 2 way MBB nzo anyebi
o ma yere
omuzo am for press conference
na because the decision atra no there say men pene those kind of stuff.
No, why I disagree with you that
elections
why I disagree with you say
only figures to
no elections
Trump and ECB and few Akufo-Addo use
America no use electoral commission
na we sisano wo dey afford dey be see one more
Trump no elections into no oh na you know they are no only figures the same thing that your mama no so ye na make us suahunu no
I disagree to that one too
suahu me utwi no ko
I disagree with
that
I disagree. Akufo-Addo had you see law no the same Trump enya sa chance no Akufo-Addo you say the means where say means so this Charlotte you
will you
no yes
no Manicho you can't say that
now anyways and means I can say it.
Akufo-Addo
was backed by law, then he used it to remove the
ways and means. Now, can I say this?
Where ways and means, I said that the law, he used the law to his advantage.
He says a law, we can't.
It's a way I think you use the law.
It's not your thinking.
By law, Charlotte was not taken out because of elections in Ghana. Obi challenge me say. Or can say Charlotte to be what are you saying here? She didn't need to
go. America influence the whole world. And America now on practice democracy na ankasa no. The president Otisono was see a real election only evidence. And Ghana also quite the same thing can lecture commissioner. And another president to say a former president without evidence. Okay. Obi Osuano no. I say,
see, and Yami had more channel, no essential. Fredia, thanks for rejoining. Nipa Bibro also for Moshe Yadamunina, say Radi Adma. Paul this also thanks for watching the show. The entirety. Omama Chem for Gladys Echan, Hima Roya, Kin Kalu. Now, when I was here, Mami Fe Kwesi no Usu and San. Mose yada obiase abuja yeta maso yada moko peace 1043 near the akanka se bono e de abremo na kaisa na ya wada ebo no num kopin no so a Church of Christ ede the Lord's Way Bible akwankyere English version ede ebebra mo nti ya monya aso na muntie once again mamemfa emfa we mu emfa mamo ansane ya sorry so say yem papa Foster Nyakwa unya ne baabi ekoye na no a Worcester anida ne ya no abusua ya ntoto ya ne nhyehyeye a nyame ya adma memenda ebe na otwe 20th of March na ye kopɛ yem papa no krabre na ne dikan ne say coffee and Faith Funeral and Callahan Funeral Home na yako pay and last respect ye bedi da no Anopa no nwotwe kopim nondu na yede no eba Hope Cemetery na ya bepe no krabre ye wie Hope Cemetery dwumadi no awia no mienu ekro no na ye nyina de ani a 41 Providence Street no Church of Pentecost omo sorry dying asie ho na yende programs na ho na ye betena ayeyem papa Foster Nyakwa yi abusua mama ye nyina yenko na yenko kire odo da bia me kasa oyonko da no da yem papa Foster Nyakwa de Worcester nya afeni ebedi no dance aka no ho asem pioneers omo chichire Worcester krodue ma ye mu bi nso ba ya ye behu se aha utana ha ufiliti say fie isanse Ghana for wa ha Ghanaian community ni ya big and thick e wa ha no ayen papa Foster Nyakwa ka ho enti moma yenko na Nyakwa abusua ni nyina no yenko pepa won ani wa nisuo e ma won isanse mpanifo say oyonko da no da twere no sese omo amusu no ye ne omunsu na omo sere no ye ne omo sere bad abusua se yemfanto anim say isan coronavirus COVID-19 protocols ninti uba yesro na watumi abon homoden na ode o face mask Ghana for no kind of nose mask ni na isi wa na ode akata wanim kama na ya observe social distancing protocols so said ya be fair no nsi wo kwan sa wo ma isanse opani Nyako yem papa Foster Nyakwa dia wo se wo ba na so obepe last respect you need not you if you want you need to be there. It's a need for all Worcester community Ghanaian community ni say nyina be ba be kire odo isanse yem papa Foster Nyakwa de ne ho nkomo ene ne ho bayo no say yeka ade be chi nyame nhira mu nyina yenim samo be enso amano aife big ups to everybody who had time to listen to the show and called and joined and watch us. Yeah, appreciate you precious time now with the share and nyame nhira ye nyina adwene ne yeka bom to adwene. We can never agree but we agree to disagree. Intina ma okwan na so the opinion bano form of messages form of phone calls. And Paul De Soso, you're always welcome on the show. You don't need any special invitation from me. You are part of the political team in Worcester, so you are always welcome on the show. Me didn't know Opoku Jemfi to my friend Opo National. I couldn't have done it all by myself or without my able and special panelists. Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mimpeme Huasem special and afi king the Kalusha Boya Asbok Bobo went to me and she go down Yakramo. I ready the chain out China, Yenu Besan Asia. Your copies 1043 na Yakofa a Cassia body abremo, but Chelsea fans in me will say Nana Sabre Didi attempts are bunkily Chelsea. Nana Sabre wo PSG to me show 4-1 home. Timinya could do by cassette Chelsea. What the English my incha or Ghana. Ya that's why. Say Chelsea are bunkilla minim say the Obeka right now of Barcelona's state. Say Chelsea are bunkilla minim the Obeka for Barcelona houses here. The Obeka no China Fabra and Yankin Kama at here for Yakramo Yami Admo China. Until then, dear, enjoy your Thursday. We are out.
Now, somewhere, Ghanaian Times.